I'll wait till the stroke of 7, I think. So I can, no, I mean, I'm just gonna hit. Why not just hit stream now? There's no reason to not. Here we go. Okay, where's the button? I should have hit the button first. I wasn't prepared for this. Ah. What's up, guys?
You're the guy doing the countdown.
Yeah, there was no guy doing the countdown. It was just me, and we are back today for Doomsday Dawn. Preemptively, before we get down to talking about stuff, Robin, Josh, Anthony, and Justin, when you get here, now 4 of you are patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's been the craziest of times. It will probably continue to be the craziest time of times for all of time, because that's how my life has been lately. But we're not worried about that right now. Right now we're going to beat up on some goblins. So we're not necessarily going to do the in-character reflection this time around. Because like everybody gets that 1 hero point. If you had more than 1, it resets back to 1. Helping me rule stuff will get you extra hero points. Being awesome gets you a hero point. Like I said last time, we are learning this together. I'm a very learn by doing kind of guy. So I guess we are just gonna dive straight right into it. Yeah, this seems good. So you guys had elected, if I remember correctly, to pass an hour.
Yes.
And in that hour, the water in yonder, it begins to turn from that that gross, icky, nasty Lamashtu kind of color to a more purified state, not unlike the pool was. And in that time, brain farting the cleric's name, I think it was Tycho. Help me out. I was close, and I'm close.
Tycho.
I was close. I was very close. He stops throwing up all over the place, but around that time, Nathanos gets a little woozy and kind of falls back in the wall, leans down, and guys, Nathanos will be with us in 10 minutes. We're just starting a little early without him. You guys knew there were goblins in the hall that were waiting to ambush you.
And they're waiting patiently.
And they're waiting the most patiently.
They deserve a cookie.
And go give them one.
I'm surprised not a single one has poked their head around going, "Are you guys coming?
Are you guys coming? Hey, come on, man. We're waiting. We've been waiting this whole time.
Guys, we're in a tight shuttle.
Yo.
Oh, he made it. Nathanos made it. He was only 2 minutes late. He wasn't 15 minutes late. We did it. All right. I just have to move you over.
Moved heaven and earth to get here, man.
That's wonderful. And I said it before. I'm going to say it real quick again. I'm pretty sure it was you, one of my new patrons. I think it was you. Because no one uses their real name anywhere. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I will enjoy that coffee. This is coffee. Well, you can't see it because I don't know why my webcam won't broadcast to Hangouts and OBS.
It's all good, man. I'm glad. I'm happy to support you.
I appreciate it very much. And now I have to reset everything. I don't know where you are. There you are. So you go there. And now I have to capture. Our cleric has disappeared. No, not our cleric. Our alchemist Barristan has fallen far, far away as you guys figure out how you want to approach that ambush room. And I capture him.
Spoiler.
Dun dun dun! Well, you knew it was going to happen. You knew there were goblins waiting to ambush you there.
It was a setup.
No, we heard voices still.
That's fair.
Maybe they're nice goblins.
Hey, man, they are people now. That is a thing. That happened.
People is a strong term.
Fair.
I don't know. Goblins are goblins. No matter what, they're still evil little creatures that do all kinds of nasty stuff. So.
Oh, it hurts. The goblins are sad. I actually literally just made a video on how to make a PC for somebody, like a character, not like how to build a computer. I can't help you there. I really got nothing. But it was literally a goblin paladin based on the first session of this. And now he's not a people. You've hurt his poor feelings. All right, Alchemist, get your butt back where you belong. Get in here. Get in your corner. He's in his corner now. We're good. All right, what's the plan, gentlemen?
We live already?
Yeah, we are super live. We were gonna start without you, and then you showed up just in 2 minutes. I thought you were gonna be real late.
Nailed it.
Hey, Tony, can you tell us again?
Internet.
to which goddess this place was for? I know that the
Pharasma.
statue was from Lamatush.
From Pharasma. The pool was for
Pharasma.
Pharasma. And the statue was Lamashtu.
That is correct.
At least that's what I remember.
Mhm,
Yeah.
you got it.
No, that was.
Yeah, I remember that the statue was from Lamashtu, but I forgot which god actually had the statue and all, the face at the wall.
And the face is Pharasma, which is our goddess of the afterlife.
And I believe the water was clearing up after we got done with the closets, right?
Yep, and it is super clear now.
That is the part you
Awesome.
missed.
That's literally all you've missed so far is like water is clear confirmed.
Nice. We can probably do like a group prayer to Pharasma while we're waiting.
Good, and Nathanos looks suddenly much better, as if he's here now.
Yes. My
Are we
complexion's cleaned up.
What about the paladin? How are we? Are we gonna just continue without him, or are we gonna?
We have plans,
Oh,
the
that's a-
paladin and
that's a
I.
good
You got
point.
plans. Got it. Okay.
We talked.
You talked. Gotcha.
We've
Gotcha.
spoken.
All right. So we kill these goblins then.
They definitely are, like, you're aware of them. They're not aware of you. Well, no, they are aware of you. They're aware where you're coming. And it's kind of just, it's awkward
Well,
at this point.
maybe now they think that we won't come. Maybe they think we have gone because they waited for an hour and nothing happened.
Right. They are the most patient goblins I've ever heard of.
That sounds like perception checks from all of you, I'm going to say. You too, Josh, if you would.
I gotta figure out where my.
+1.
Hey, man, that's much better than the
+2.
paladin used to get. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Ojitai off to a great start.
Great start.
Too busy contemplating the universe.
Oh yeah!
Ethan's in the same boat.
All fully perceptive.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Nathanos is doing a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think our cleric adds 4. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes.
All right, here you go, Tigan. Who's blowing everybody out of the water with an 18.
Nice.
Haha.
And
Good job, cleric.
Barrison's got that 11
Heck yeah.
jammed in there. Josh, if you would. I think Josh. No, we don't have a Josh. Josh, if you would, jam a perception check in there
I
for me.
click roll. Is it,
Boom!
did it roll?
Oh, it did. Yeah, it rolled a little. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Peter stirs to consciousness. you know, like I said in like private chat before we kicked off here, you and your fellow paladins, like little baby paladins, not like big awesome paladins, came down here perhaps a couple 3 days ago on the rumor that there was a vampire down here, and you thought you would slay the beast and earn yourself honor and prestige in the name of Yomade. But of course, now all your friends are dead and you've been captured by goblins. You've been stripped to your small clothes. You have no line of sight. It's pitch dark where you are. You have no idea what's going on. But you do hear the sound of 6 goblins, and so does everyone else, chittering. And do you speak Goblin? They've learned to speak Goblin.
I think we established that goblins are speaking in common.
But now they're speaking
Meatwad.
Goblin. I'm Meatwad. They're speaking Meatwad. Do not drink the chocolate milk. Why? Because it's an ambush. Sponsor us, Adult Swim. But at the moment they are chittering in Goblin.
That's true. I think we've also heard that there's someone who's not a goblin in that room too, because he scolded the goblin for being so loud or something like that.
There's a goblin in there that's
Remember
like he
that.
sounds a little bigger than the other goblins, but is
Bigger
probably a goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Just kind of don't like this.
Yeah, I expected it to be like a hobgoblin.
It could be. It's hard to say. Peter has no idea. Peter has 0 line of sight right now because it's pitch dark where he is, but he's awake.
He's awake.
I mean, why guys are waiting for 1 hour?
No.
I mean, we could do a bit of talking. Like, for example, do we want to go through the tunnel or do we want to try the locked door?
Door is locked. I
First.
forgot. Thank you, Robin.
We know the goblins are waiting for us.
I mean, I said locked door because it was the only door that was closed when we got into
But-
the room.
I don't.
Fair?
If we go down there and that's the way to the vampire, and say things go bad, the goblins could come looking for us eventually. They're not that patient, count on them staying in one place and laying in wait forever. So
I kind of.
I think we should dispose of the smaller problem before we go looking for the bigger one, because I don't think there's a vampire in that room. I mean, I think a vampire, they'd be a little bit more tense and quiet than the like chittering, excited to kill us. We're hearing back there. Yeah. So I'd want to. I don't want to dispose of that because you don't want to get pinned.
Yeah.
Also, they might have money.
Shame that we don't have anyone in the group who's good with his fingers. Rogues.
Yeah, guys, come on. It's a shame.
I was planning the next. I thought we were changing up every chapter. I didn't know.
Yeah, me too. I think I will re-roll as often as I'm allowed to. I want to try out as many characters as possible.
That's fair. I'm very jealous.
Trying out the rogue, and I want to try out the cleric before.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, I also want to try out the cleric. I want to try out the sorcerer. I want to try out the wizard.
All right.
Maybe the bard too.
So many good choices, Paizo.
Yes.
We'll run Doomsday Dawn a second time when we get done. I'll just, like, instead of goblins, it's like kobolds, and it's like dragon stuff is happening. I don't know. And we'll just switch up a little. It'd be great.
I think playing like a goblin
Just run it
alchemist
in
or
reverse,
something.
where we start off fighting like whatever horrible monster is at the end of this, and
You
then
Benjamin Button back down to fighting goblins. Fair enough. So, Josh, did you have anything that Peter wanted to do? As your arms are bound behind your back, and you're like you're kind of like almost hog-tied to something. Moving's gonna be pretty hard for you to do, but you could try.
Is it like rope, or is it more like chains?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't feel like chain. It kind of feels like rope, but it like if they had something as nice as rope, you'd be surprised.
It's intestines.
I think he'd know.
But he just says spend his time trying to like use his either strength or athletics to just kind of and then snap it because he's a beefy boy.
Beefy boy. All right, make that athletics check. Get a natural 1, and I can kill you right now. All the goblins with dark vision are aware.
Oh.
That's Yoda.
Oh, it looks real pathetic.
Got this, Josh.
Let's see a natural 20.
Let's see another one. Yeah, let's just walk through this.
It's below the rope or whatever.
A 13 is enough. You like Peter begins moving the back of his arms up and down to like try to fray the rope against the thing, and you begin to make a little bit of headway, but not a whole lot of much. And you think if you were to do more, the goblins would certainly hear you.
It's okay. Once there's a commotion, maybe you get another chance.
Yeah. So you five in the room of now purified water. An hour has passed. What do?
Well, I'm ready to move on. Are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean, I'm at top condition. I'm feeling great. I don't know.
Closet blood everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people got hit a bit worse than I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this isn't unexpected monsters coming out of the air and poisoning us. I think we can, as long as the right people stay in the back, we can deal with more goblins.
Says the sorcerer.
Yeah.
As long as I'm in the back.
As long as I am in the back, I feel all right.
And
Okay.
then we get ambushed from the back.
Yeah, you never know,
That's
man.
what I don't want. You see?
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to clear out, or at least see what's inside that room before moving on.
All right,
That's fair. Alrighty, well that door is certainly quite locked.
let's let Ethan.
Alright. Maybe I can do a strength check to try and pry it open.
That makes sense. I'm scrolling to see what DC they want me to use. Okay, I got it. Okay, so it looks like It calls for a thievery check. You can roll thievery. But then you should be able to, like, kick the thing open, right? The door is made of really, really old-looking wood.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like, we're in a really old place. That door has to be, like, really old.
I'm gonna call it an athletics check. Yeah.
Alright. Athletics. That's actually pretty good for me. Yeah. Athletics. I'm proficient, so yeah. Let's roll 1d20. God damn it. I rolled terrible.
Eight's not gonna get you there. You, like, Ethan goes to, like, lean back and, like, chest kick this door open, and as he does so, he overextends himself just a little bit, and his foot contacts the door, and he kind of slips, and there's a loud, like, thunk as his shield contacts the wall. The goblins definitely hear that, and the big one in common just, "You come here now! We talk! You come here or we kill Shiny Man!
They have a hostage.
Shiny Man!"
Oh goddamn!
You have a robot?
I wanna.
Are you saying shiny or shaggy?
I wanna
both.
ask down the hall.
Remain well kept.
Man, a long shanks.
Okay, one at a time. Josh, as the person, as the shiny shaggy man.
Are you saying shiny or shaggy, Goblin? Because I tried to remain well kept.
He looks back at you and just, "Do not understand me? I say shiny man."
Well, unfortunately, I have no light, so I need you guys. I need whoever has a torch to help me in order for us to move forward, at least.
Right.
Don't everybody jump on it at once.
Right.
I think we didn't have anyone with the light cantrip, if I remember.
I have light.
correctly.
I think
That's
Ethan
okay,
has
that's
Ethan has light cast on his
You-
shield
you
right
have-
now.
I
Yeah,
have flame. I just light torches.
Okay. Since we have someone with the light cantrip, we can do something like have my shield light up, and I can go in front.
Okay, sure.
I'll light your shield up.
Hooray!
All right, people, get information. We have to get closer for this hostage situation.
I didn't know he had a hostage. I mean, he said shiny man.
I didn't know he had a hostage either, but then I had somebody show up a little late, so we had to improvise a little. So there's a hostage now.
So we've been,
There's no.
we've been letting the hobgoblins
What
hold
if
this
this is-
hostage for over an hour.
What if this is the point? What if? I mean, like, no one could be so incompetent as to get captured by goblins, right?
Yeah, right? How?
Yeah.
How you do this?
I mean,
And what
that
is a shiny man?
that probably means there's something worse than goblins here.
Like a vampire.
Yeah,
We'll find out.
but why would the vampire leave the hostage to such incompetent creatures like goblins?
Come on, we're still people. We're some here on the other side of this passage. It's just too good.
Ethan just raises his voice even more, just to like taunt them a bit.
We're just
That's
gonna make them wait an
aggressive.
extra 5 minutes yelling about how dumb goblins are.
I bet that's.
I think the front line should just go in by now.
Yeah.
So do you guys, are we saying just we want to run in, guns blazing, hope for the best?
I
mean, that worked last time, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Barristan, do you have any bombs ready? I know we had you drop your other one while
Yeah. Barristan, he like brews up a little bomb and then hides it behind his back with one arm.
Barristan is also a little on the very quiet side. If you could possibly turn that volume up just a wee bit, brother.
Oh, shoot. One second, I gotta grab my microphone downstairs.
Yeah, you know that helps when you come to a stream to have your microphone. I'm targeting the alchemist. That's it. Rocks fall. The whole dungeon, it falls. Oops. Except the paladin. Shiny man survives.
All right.
But real talk, if we're bursting in, it sounds like we're rolling initiative.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds
Alrighty.
good.
Alrighty.
Let's make a commotion. Let's give the paladin a chance to break free while we distract the goblins by murdering them.
Distract them by murdering them. All right, yeah, that is distracting. If things are being murdered all around me, I'm paying attention to that. Yeah, that's the thing.
You find me at the back of the initiative.
Yes, sir.
Perception for initiative?
Yeah, everybody use perception. Unless one of you wants to not blaze in and sneak, perhaps, like smart boys.
Exactly. If you have a good reason to use something else than perception, then you can get that.
Did somebody say we were smart? Because that was a big thing that I didn't realize was happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed. That's my bad.
I'm playing a sorcerer. I don't need the intelligence stat.
He's just pretty.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I could have gone intelligence, but I was like, nah, I'm going more charismatic.
Do you need combat expertise? Then no, you don't need intelligence.
Hey man, in my Pathfinder 1E games, we definitely house rule. That's not a feat. We are big fans of Elephant in the Room, where I come from, because that is a BS feat text. Anyway, Peter's got a 16. Booking it for a man who's tied up. Ojutai's got a 20.
Without light, yeah.
Without light, Ethan's got a 7 with light, so that happened.
Well, I'm providing enough light to see at least a little bit of the enemies.
Barrison's got a 14.
He's our headlight.
He's the headlight.
Let Barriston throw the bomb while they're still in a group to do the most damage, and then charge in.
Sounds good. I mean, to some things we are restricted to the
initiative
order of initiatives.
That is true.
Sometimes plans like that fall apart because of initiative order.
You guys can always hold actions.
Yes, we can. Usually, at least, right?
It depends on when these guys go, and I gotta see what my initiative is.
You can hold probably your turn after your opponents. Right?
Yeah, you totally can. And a readied action is 2 actions to prep 1, so essentially like a full round action-ish, basically. Alright, so we're going to track off the big one, because we don't need to roll initiative 20,000 times. We're just going to use the one. Oh, excuse me, that was gross. Danger is everywhere. Where are creatures? There are creatures by catalog of creatures. I just need a goblin. There are so many goblins. This whole place is goblins because it's level 1. For as much as Paizo likes goblins, I feel like we're just kicking them around too much. But that's okay. My initiative is...
There's a freaking jillion of them.
Accurate. Man. They do breed real hard.
Yeah.
Where is my initiative?
Also, the guys had a hard time last time because when we rushed in, we had some really sweet rolls. I mean, I think there were like several crits, like natural 20 here, natural 20 there. Poor guys.
There was some mean stuff happen for sure.
Yeah, we had heads exploding. I can still remember. And those guys actually got revived.
They did.
So, they had the pleasure of finding out how it feels to have their head explode and then have their head be reformed.
And then get converted, so that's sweet. Yes. In other news, Ojutai, you are top of the initiative. I don't have any Dragons of Tarkir quotes for you like I thought I would, but it's alright. What you got, brother?
I am going to delay until the light source actually moves into the room, so...
Alrighty. Peter, the goblins are very hostile now. You hear them going on about killing Shiny Man, who you assume has to be you. And you can feel a couple of the goblins have gotten really close, like right next to you. And you can feel their dog slicers poking into either side of your ribcage.
It's okay, I have a dog slicer too.
So I'm like, they kind of roll, and while I'm breaking the bonds, use their dog slicer to slice the bonds.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you can make that. I'll call it 1 action. Make an athletics check.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, you get a little nervous as you begin to like move your arms a little like too fast to actually get a hold, and nothing happens. But you've only used 1 action. There's nothing saying you couldn't use 3 actions to athletics. There actually might be something in the book that says you can't, but I'm gonna say you can.
I think it says like if you critically fail, you get minus for the rest of the turn. I believe,
Okay.
for certain things. Am I actually muted?
Now the question is.
The question is, did a 6 critically fail?
Yeah.
I feel like it didn't. I feel like no. I know the DC in my head. The 6 didn't critically fail, but it's close.
Yeah. Kind of what I assumed.
One goblet fails, like, all right, the other one. He rolls over towards that one.
That's considerably better. That's you feel like one good tug and you could break the bonds that are around you and you could free yourself. Of course, you're stripped down to your small clothes and you have no gear. Fortunately for you, punching someone doesn't provoke in 2nd edition, even if you're not a monk. So it's not the end of the world.
So I'll just the one that I just use a sword and I'm like, hello, and then just pop him right in the goblin nose.
Fair enough. You need one more action to break out, though. You're close, but you're not quite there.
Oh,
one more, so yeah.
Yeah, a couple more successes before you pop out.
come on, roll well.
And you rolled the same thing. That's enough. The bonds break. There's no light source here, but for just a split second, a little pillar of.
Yeah, you just see probably some light a bit around the corner.
Yeah, he could definitely see that. And it's Torag, right? In there, your god?
Yee.
The sound of, hammer on anvil, then, instead of light, just resonates through the cavern, and everyone can hear it as these bonds are broken. Otaiko.
I am going to hold my action until the light source enters the room, too.
Oh, Barristan.
Without light.
No goblins and dwarves in this party.
I think I'm gonna hold my action until the light source enters the room.
That seems. I think that's the title of the session. Hold my action until the light source enters the room. Oh, light source. Right. What you got, light source?
Ethan, aka the light source. Ethan, aka the light source, enters the room.
And then on their turn, we'll cast Collected Company and we'll all join.
Yes, we will. Hey, wait, no, you're not Jamoka. You can't do that. Remember when that card was no money, and then it was lots of money?
Right here. I have it in my head.
Okay, I think I can get up to here, probably.
That seems... Okay, so when you get to this square here, Ethan, these two goblins here, you see they're both holding a rope. And they kind of, jump up almost as if to, swing into you, but that's not what goes down. What goes down is, they pick themselves up bodily with their arms on this rope, and they lean back really far, and the rope pulls backwards. As it does so, a trap is triggered over your head, and rocks do literally fall. Make a reflex save.
Oh god, the reflex save.
Oh god, reflex save.
I'm thinking I'm not actually that bad with that. Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm okay when it comes to reflex saves.
Alrighty, you got this.
Believe in you.
Is that good enough?
That is actually, just good enough. It was DC 13. Alright, so that's half damage, so you take half of this. The rocks do fall.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rocks fall, you take 5 damage.
I actually did it.
As you get your shield up, and it doesn't, I realized it's relevant, I shouldn't say that, oh, your shield is dented, but you're able to get your shield up just in time to, block some stuff. 5 damage is assigned. And you enter the room with 6 goblins.
Yeah, also saying that my shield is up is kind of also a mechanic, so you have to be careful with that flavor now.
I do, yeah. It's a whole new world.
Because suddenly you are gifting me action.
Guess I am.
I'll take that gift.
My shield's up? Yeah, it was. Haha, deflection. Anyway, that's one action to have moved in there.
Alright.
The goblin, the one that in the middle there, looks a lot big. He's almost size category medium, and he's carrying a warhammer that's obviously not meant for him. It's a little too heavy. He kind of has to lean forward as he's trying to lug this thing. In the back, there's definitely one of the goblins is chucking a bomb and looking at you maniacally.
Is it a one-handed or a two-handed weapon?
Josh, is it one-handed or two-handed?
This warhammer is one-handed.
Okay, it's one-handed.
Okay. It's weapon.
It is.
I also have a falchion because I had a falchion and a warhammer.
Man, you. Okay. This goblin has a falchion now. Ha 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 ha.
I only have a club because that's 0 in cost because I'm poor.
This goblin here has a bomb that it's just kind of like juggling and looking at you, and these two have like dog slicers out now that they've triggered the trap.
I think I will attempt to hit this guy, the lower of the two.
Sure. He actually looks a little familiar. He looks like the guy who ran away from the first room.
Oh, okay. Freaking coward. Let's try hitting him.
He's able to dodge.
Alright, and with my last action, first action was move, second action was try to hit someone, last action I raise my shield.
Alrighty, understood. Now there's a lot of held actions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bump everybody in order to go now. I guess it's weird. Then Peter went. Peter did stuff. It's Tycho. And then it's
I never did anything to hold an action.
You didn't. You never got there. They all cut. They're all terrible cutsies. The goblins, they did stuff. And okay, Ojite, the light source has entered the room. Elvis has entered the building.
Alrighty then.
Ethan, Elvis, it's close.
See here, that was 25 feet.
Good thing that I entered the room first. Because I'm beefy, yep. I can take
the damage. Of course, that's exactly why. I will flurry of blows this goblin with my 10-foot reach.
Sure, understood.
Fine.
Nice.
But would you touch him with a 10-foot pole? It looks like you would.
I mean, at least a 17 should hit.
A 17 does hit for 5 damage. The 14 does just miss.
Okay.
But that 5 damage takes a lot of wind out of this dude. You definitely catch him like under the ribs, and he leans forward a little bit, panting, coughing up a little blood.
And then I will go to parry so that I will increase my my armor class by 1 as my third action.
Gotcha. Alrighty, Tycho, what you got?
I go in the room.
Okay, understood. So 5. Oh, whoop! We both grabbed your token at the same time. I wasn't sure if you could. You got it. You're good. Make it happen.
Now I see that there's a fire in the room. Is that a light source?
The fire was a light source, but they stomped it out because they knew you were coming.
Okay. I want to fire my crossbow at the one holding the bomb.
Okay, you don't have line of sight to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might. Let me grab you. Okay, yeah, never mind. You do have line of sight to him. It's this one yonder.
Alright.
Make a called shot on the bomb.
I don't know if we have rules for that, but you can try.
Yeah, it does.
Well,
yeah, I want to try that.
Well, maybe it's when he rolls a critical or something.
Just throw it. We're just gonna throw a d20 down, and we'll see what happens. What do you add? You add plus what?
I add a +0 since I have no dex.
+0 because you have no dex. All right. So if it's a natural 20, it's gonna be bad for the paladin. But oops, it's not a natural 20. The 5 misses very wide. You try to shoot the bomb, and it just kind of like veers off into the wall. One more action.
I hold up my shield because there's a lot of goblins I see.
That's very fair. Oh, Barristan.
Okay. Looks like it's just me and Mathanos left in here.
It's very true.
Later.
You gonna leave me?
As Barristan leaves the room, nothing happens at all.
No, locked door bursts open.
If we didn't have 5 minutes to kill at the end of last session, and that Quasit didn't come out of invisibility, now would have been the chance. Also, Tycho, you're breathing real loud into the mic. I need you to mute. Okay. You're not talking.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to... Okay. I'm going to... I'm going to throw my bomb at this guy right here. That's pointing at.
Understood. I will look at his stats. I'm the big one.
Deal some splash damage to the guys around.
There's definitely some splash. Let me put him... It's going to feel like I'm cheating, but I'm going to put these guys in squares. Because they should be in squares. It'd be fine. It's fine. They're in squares.
Okay.
Alright, make it happen.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Nice.
So, that, I believe, is... That's 1d8 fire damage, 1 persistent damage, and 1 splash to everything else around it.
Alrighty, do I get a reflex save to dodge the splashing?
For it doesn't say anything about that.
Okay, fair enough. Then I'll assume I do not. And I take 4 damage, and I'm unhappy. And
Is the persist included in the splash damage as well? Like everything around it gets on fire? I didn't read the Alchemist, so I'm just curious about that.
I don't think so.
I imagine it doesn't. That 1 splash damage is enough to give this guy dying 1, though. So if you would flavor that kill.
Oh yeah, but also the target can end the persistent damage by spending an interact action.
The stop, drop, and roll, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Pet yourself out.
Without going prone.
I just over the rainbow throw it at this guy, and it lands perfectly on top of his head and splashes everywhere, hitting the other guy right from behind and knocking him down.
Understood. That guy is definitely, he's on the ground. He is dying 1. I'm going to remember how that works. Also, that means he now goes on Barristan's initiative, which makes, I definitely thought about breaking out my like magnetic initiative board that I have for this, but we'd be fine.
And then I still have an action left, so I guess I'm just going to do a crossbow shot.
Sure. Who's our target?
The same guy.
Alright, cool. I assume this takes the multiple attack penalty because you attacked with the bomb. Okay.
So
Understood.
That is it's -5. Correct?
Yeah, and he's, if I understand it correctly, he's got screening because there's people between him and you, so he gets a +1 to AC, more or less.
Yeah.
So that would be 7 doesn't hit. It just kind of goes into the wall. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty, Nathanos, what's up?
All right, first I'm gonna go towards the light.
Alrighty, that's doable.
He
Last
did.
one here. And assuming I can see the goblins, gonna do produce flame. And after seeing Barristan's mighty throw, I'm gonna try and do another pitch myself. So, because that worked last time, following it up. Also, just fire everywhere is a good thing.
It definitely is. So that's an 18 to target the big guy?
Yes.
All right, I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah, you got him.
All right. So I rolled the d4, and
4 is the damage.
yeah.
Alrighty, understood. Will that be all?
Yeah. No, like I don't have anything else to do.
Alright, understood.
Moved in 2 actions.
The goblins will go now. This one is going to step over here. And they have a weird reaction. Well, not a reaction. Actually, it is a reaction that they can... If they end a move action adjacent to one another, they can get an extra 5 feet. That's weird, but they have it. I can do that. But for now, I think I'm just going to start stabbing at Ethan. Yeah, that's the plan.
Good.
Here we go. Where's my attacks?
Ethan.
Come on.
Adding
You have a
plus
shield,
6.
buddy.
Get me.
You got a shield, and you got their friend's dog slicer. You know.
Yeah.
First attack, 21.
Goddamn.
12 doesn't hit, but 21 probably does, huh?
Yeah, that's just in the
Do you have the
I
reaction?
have my shield up, so I can try blocking some of the damage.
That sounds good. Then I am doing, how much do I do? Okay, so I just literally just throw a d6 at the table. You might absorb all of it. 4 damage.
Well, I think I absorb 7 because it's an iron shield.
Oh,
I have
gross.
the iron shield.
Fair enough. Yeah, so he can't hurt you unless he just literally can't hurt you, can he? Well, that was your reaction. He can get you with other
Yeah,
stuff.
I can't do that more than once. So
Fair enough. Second round of attacks.
if I could do that for all attacks, that would be broken.
Does a 19 hit?
Nope. I have
Alrighty.
20 AC.
Well, then we have a... This guy's just going to step back. Which then this guy's going to use his reaction to step forward. It's weird. That's a very strange bit of reactions, but they can do it. So we're going to take advantage, I guess. And the commando is going to bring up his hammer, which is... he's wielding it two-handed. It's a little too big for him, and he's going to... The first attack is going to target... Ojitai. It can somehow he's got the reach that he can lean forward and attack. And I add.
Excuse me, sir, that isn't yours.
You wait your turn. The little guys will stop you in a second. 17 to hit Ojitai.
That hits, just barely.
Oh, we did it. All right, Josh. What's the damage dice on your weapon, please?
The Warhammer is a D6.
A D6. Well, in the book he had a dog slicer, which is a D8. I've failed. I tried to do a cool flavor thing.
Well, is he proficient with that hammer?
He should be. He's proficient with the other weapons he has, so I don't see why he wouldn't be proficient with a weapon.
Well, I mean, if he's not a fighter, he might not be proficient with all martial.
The GM says he's proficient. It's good flavor.
To use a hammer.
Monk takes 7 damage. I'm gonna attack Ethan now because he's saying smart things. 11 misses though, and then it's D20. Do I have any other actions I can do? The third attack's just crappy. I can trip with it. What's my athletics? +4, so I'd be taking +4 minus. So it'd be D20 -6. I don't know what I target.
And if you critically fail, it's hilarious.
It is. Yeah, let's not do that one.
Why don't you want to attack me? I mean, you're just taking your -10, and I have 20 AC. I think there can't be anything wrong with that, right? I mean,
fine, Robin. I'm there. Does a 2 hit you?
I love this rules lawyer.
That is a fumble like crazy. I'm the one that's not wearing any armor. It makes sense for him to go after me.
That's a real bad fumble. That's okay. So what happens is
me too, so.
the Warhammer comes down. The goblin just brings it down, and as he does so, as it connects with your shield, just like straight on with your shield, the resounding noise of hammer on anvil echoes throughout the chasm, and the hammer flies from the goblin's hand and just kind of like backwards into Peter's hands.
Nice.
Praise Torog. Now let's full attack the guy who doesn't have any armor.
I told you it wasn't your hammer.
You did. All right, so here we go.
That guy's hands are probably pretty numb right now.
So an 11 probably doesn't hit Peter without his armor, but a 19 might.
Yeah, 19 hits.
All right, did an 11? It probably didn't. I imagine you have a little
I
dex.
think shouldn't, because I think
The unarmored, yeah, that's
he
correct.
gets his level and his agility. So.
Okay, so then
There's an unarmored actual proficiency thing, so
Yeah,
he
that's
might
true,
he
that's
might
true.
actually get a -1 to his AC if he's not trained in it.
I think everybody's
It's a
trained.
-1.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
that's trained.
everyone should be trained in unarmored, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't look at anything other than the monk, so
So does a 17 hit you, Josh?
No,
Yes, no.
all 3 hit because
Okay.
my AC unarmored is 11.
Okay, fair enough. So then a 12 hits you as well, and then they're gonna try to do their last attack, which
Do
is
you not have any agility?
no dexterity on the paladin.
No dex?
So then 11 hits, but a 2 does not. So 5 of these connect.
And
Okay.
I hope I don't
So
kill
yeah.
you.
Still didn't get level.
18 damage from 5 attacks. These guys go shake to
yeah,
shake.
the first round.
Do you have it? Oh man, you keep dying in the first round. All the games of mine, you come in. I feel so bad. Do you have any reactions? Anything you could possibly do?
he's got a hero point, doesn't he?
You have a hero point.
Actions are all damage for the people. Like 4.
Fair. Do you want to use your hero point to cheat death?
I'm not dead yet. I have 4 hit points.
Oh, never mind. All right, fair enough. In that case, the alchemist, not one to be shown up, is going to look at his character sheet and see what he can do. I have spells. Why do I have arcane spontaneous spells? I'm not supposed to have spells anymore. What's going on?
Maybe he took a feat to get spells.
I guess. Sure, he'll cast Grease. I have it. You guys are all nice and bunched up. Let's do that one.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Thanks, Paizo.
Is
All
he
right.
greasing his friend too, or where are you
No.
greasing?
I gotta look at the radius. I don't know how it works, and the spells are kind of put together a little wonky. He's gonna use.
I'm really thankful that I'm not using a torch.
He's gonna target. It's 4 contiguous 5-foot squares. So it's Ethan square, Ojitai's square, Barristan, and Tycho are kind of jammed in a square. So I'm gonna bump Tycho up a little bit. So it's gonna target everyone who's not Nathanos or Peter. If you would, everybody make a acrobatics check. It's not a reflex save. That's weird.
We have to do
Alrighty.
that even if we haven't moved yet?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm looking at it now. Each creature within effect area must attempt a acrobatics check to maintain balance against the spell DC.
Oh god.
Barristan falls, and he takes Tycho down. No, he takes Nathanos down with him. He reaches down back a little and just grabs him by the boot, brings him
I
down.
didn't have any part of this, man.
Tycho, what do we add?
That's a 14 save.
I have none.
Plus 0?
Acrobatics. Yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
Do I get a reflex save to my friend bringing me to the ground?
It was a natural one.
It wasn't that one, yeah.
I'll tell you in just a sec. Man, somebody's mic's clicking. I don't know whose mic's clicking. Stop your mic clicking. What's my DC? I don't understand anything in this. This DC's 15. So.
God damn!
So Ethan's down. Ojitai is fine. And so too is Tycho. And that was 2 of my actions. What can I do with my third? I should have some kind of bomb-like thing, right? I have a club. I have a club for ranged. I can throw my club at you. Why don't I have a bomb? I guess I'm gonna...
Alchemist.
Guess I'm gonna throw my club at Ojitai. I don't have a bomb. Why don't I have bombs? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, sure.
These guys.
I mean, you're a Greece alchemist. That's what you do, apparently.
Yeah, sure. That looks to be what is happening right now. So, according to the bestiary in the Pathfinder playtest, the Goblin Pyro does not have any pyro type things. So,
well, you did just trample out the fire, so she could have used that if you didn't extinguish it.
That's
so
fair.
It's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. Thanks. Well, I have other spells. I could cast... Okay, I gotta have some kind of bomb-like thing. What is this? I have Burning Hands. I could cast Grease again, but that seems foolish. Double Grease!
Burning Hands, that's nasty.
I wonder if Grease is flammable.
Grease takes
it
2
should
actions,
be.
doesn't it?
It did. It took 2.
Character.
It took 2. I have one more action.
I thought we were just fighting goblins.
He might be able to Burning Hands from there. He would mostly roast his own guys, but I don't think goblins care about that.
I might just attack the paladin. It's the easy thing to do. What is happening? What is happening? Yeah, get him now before he's overpowered. Oh, where's Burning Hands? Where's Burning Hands? Burning Hands. I can... That's a 15-foot cone. Yeah, I'm just going to throw my club at Ethan. That's the easy answer here. It takes a -2 because it's my second range increment. There's a 12 hit Ethan, who's prone.
I'm prone, but I think because my AC comes from shield and armor mostly.
Prone just adds the flat-footed condition, I believe, which just is just -2 to your AC.
That'll probably miss.
So my AC is 18 currently while I'm on the ground.
Fair enough. The club flies wide. Peter, what you got?
I assume I'm gonna start swinging for at least one of them.
Okay.
Try not to die.
At least you have your weapon now.
He might or might not have lay on hands, depending on what he picked.
You can still take somebody with you.
I do. And my lay on hands took a feat.
Nice.
So if my mouse will click, I hit the alchemist in the head in the back of the head with my warhammer.
Sure.
Or you try at least. Give us that roll.
A 9 misses.
Well, you tried.
There's too much blood in your eyes from the dog slicers cutting like at eyebrow level. Misses wide.
Okay, so instead I'm gonna heal a D6 plus 3 for lay on hands.
Sure. So 4.
Ow.
Minimum.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least you're still alive-ish.
Yeah, you look a little better. Is there anything stopping you from using another action to do that again?
I don't think so. I think so about what I read over.
Okay. There's nothing saying you couldn't...
I can only do it like 3 times a day.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah. But if you want to...
Oh, and I do get +1 AC.
Alright, fair enough.
Magic.
Okay.
So... Is guarded step takes 2 actions?
I believe a step is just 1 action that moves you 5 feet.
I think those are all not fighters, I think. So you might be able to just run behind us so you don't get repeatedly stabbed.
That's very true.
Because by now only fighters have the
Attack opportunity.
So
He's
you
not
can
wrong.
actually run out of there without getting hit by everyone.
And one.
There's no actual grid on this. You got to just kind of like count the squares.
Just be careful to not move through one of our
Grease
our
squares.
fields because exactly, because there's grease. Just
Right
move
about there.
through
Those
the
squares are
where
greased up.
there's no grease.
Coming this summer, Pathfinder Slip and Slide.
Pathfinder Slip and Slide. Summer 2018. Alrighty. Yeah, they would love to make attacks of opportunity.
Catherine, like, ha! I missed.
They all look menacing at you, but they can't do attacks of opportunity, so they let you through.
Precisely. Ethan on the ground. So prone, how that goes for you is that's Doomsday Dawn. I need the rulebook. Lying on the ground, you take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls, but a +1 circumstance bonus to AC against that club I threw at you because I didn't have a bomb. You're flat-footed against melee attacks. The only move action you can use while you're prone is crawl and stand. Standing ends the prone condition. Did we really have to say that? Of course it does. I'm still prone.
You are not able to attack while prone?
You can, but you take a -2.
You can step outside
because
of
you said you
without
can
requiring
only
to
take
rebound.
2 actions.
That's a -2 circumstance penalty.
All right. Is it a 1 action to stand up?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
And of course, they can do nothing about it. So up
And
you
you
go.
can step out of the grease without requiring a rebalance, by the way.
Right. It's
Right,
it's the
I
moving
will do
in.
that because there's like a little bit of space here. Enough.
Yeah, that works.
All right. That guy's down. That guy just lost his weapon.
This one lost his weapon back here. Oh, and so did this one. Yeah, this guy is also disarmed.
But so I think I will attack this one because it's also the closest to our badly hurt paladin.
Fair enough.
All right. Let's see if we can hit that guy.
Oh, we can hit that guy. Yeah, that
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
that guy. That might be. I forget. I think my armor class. If my armor class is 13. Okay, yeah, no, it's just barely. It's 9 over. You don't quite get there. So it's a hit. It is not a critical hit.
So close. All right. Duck slicer damage was 1d6, right?
You got it.
Okay. Come on. Roll well. Not as well as I was hoping. Below average. He takes 6 damage.
That is enough for you to flavor that kill.
Nice. Okay. Not doing anything too special because I didn't roll that great on the damage. So just slice open his chest with a dog slicer.
Gross. Alrighty, yeah, fair enough. You got it.
And it's like, see, it's slicing open dogs.
Oh. And dying one he has. Which I guess I'm ever more marking as the red dot, and we'll just move down. So that was a stand up, a step, and a strike.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
Ojitai.
That's what I'm done.
I'm going to step over here so I don't have to do the rebalancing, and then I'm going to flurry of blows this unarmed dude.
Sure. Alright, what we got? Is that a... Oh, that's max damage. A 12 doesn't hit. A...
12s.
They both miss.
I'm going to just... I'll do one more attack then.
Alrighty. A 10 also misses.
Oh! A natural 20.
A natural 20. Oh, yep, there you go. That is what that is, isn't it? Okay, sure, yeah. So is that... So it's 2d8 plus 6 is what we'd roll for damage?
Yep, which there's already 1d8 there for the 10 plus
Sure.
3. So I'll do another 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
And then it's got the club trait. No, which doesn't do anything yet. Even though I'm an expert in it.
That's weird.
I'm an
This is best-
expert. Oh, am I expert? I might just be trained in my unarmed. Yeah, I'm just trained in unarmed.
Everybody on
I'm
Twitch just
expert.
watching me count on my fingers. I'm cool. Also, if you would flavor that kill. You monsters.
Well, as I miss with my flurry of blows, I'm just frustrated. I just kick him square in the nuts, and he just.
And he kind of
I'm
is.
just like.
and he just kind of like collapses it.
Because he does a little laugh after I miss him with the bow staff, and then I just bam right in the nuts, and he just goes.
He's got dying too. He got crit.
I'd also be at dying too if I took a hit to the nuts.
Yeah, you know, same. Tycho. Shenanigans are afoot. We've officially become murder hobos.
Well, I can't see anything right now. It's darkness on my screen, except my character. So
Oh, that's
I don't know
weird.
where God
Oh,
is.
right, because I moved forward.
I don't know where
Nice
one
choice.
is, but I want to attack a goblin.
I mean, as soon as you move into the room, you will be able to see again.
So it'll take you one action to stand up, or you can crawl, which makes your move speed something. So
Like 10
definitely.
feet.
Yeah, that sounds right. So you can move 2 squares for one action on the ground.
I'm gonna army crawl in there.
Sure. Alrighty, 10 feet puts you at the very edge of the grease.
And it's only a -2 to attack.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the one, this one here with the crossbow.
I mean,
I was wrong. Crawling actually, you have to at least have 10 feet of movement, but you only move 5 feet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So that's one action puts you there.
Yep.
And then the guys with the dots are dying. This line has been taken out.
Yeah, everybody you could see, all the goblins in the immediate vicinity are dying.
Mm.
Okay, I want to hit one in the back of the room with my crossbow.
Okay, sure.
probably try the alchemist because that greasy bastard is giving us trouble.
Yeah, him. I'm aiming for the greasy alchemist.
Sure, alrighty. The goblin is offended that you think they're greasy, but so it's a -2 circumstance penalty on attack rolls. You add nothing. Is that right?
Nothing. Yeah,
So D20 -2.
It's a new alchemist archetype. It's
Oh,
called the
the,
grease alchemist.
the greasy boy. Yeah, no, that definitely it. Yeah, it just misses. It comes really close. It kind of like goes. You're aiming up, so it like goes through like the armpit. Just missing
No.
him.
Is your total -2?
Yeah, because he adds nothing and then he's prone.
I think
Oh,
that's all
okay.
3 of my actions there.
Okay,
Since
sure.
it's 2 actions to move.
It's not 2 actions to move. It's 1 action, and you need to use an action to reload.
Oh yeah, I reload then to prepare for the next turn.
All right, Barristan, at the top of your turn, what is your class DC? Or your not your class DC? Yeah, it's called a class DC, isn't it? Yeah.
Class DC.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is your level plus your key ability score, which for you is probably your int plus 10.
Yeah, it's 15 then.
15? Alrighty, so at the top of your turn, the goblin needs to make a fort save. He takes a neg equal to his dying condition, I believe. And my fort save is probably bad in the first place. Yeah, no, so D20 plus 0, DC 15. Alrighty. The goblin is dying
That's a
3.
critical
That's a critical failure. Yeah, he kind of like, it tries to pick itself up, and in the process, it cuts its wrist on the glass from your bomb. The bleeding intensifies. It's not looking good for that goblin. But what you got, though?
I'm gonna move farther into the room. First.
Alrighty. Would you like to stand up, or are we just crawling in?
Yeah, I'd like to stand up.
Alright, so that's 1 action, and then make another acrobatics check as you move, if you would.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry,
I mean,
was-
isn't he at the edge? I think didn't we? Is stepping out of it?
Yeah. I tried to move my guy, and then I tried to move him back, but now I'm out of vision, so I can't move my guy back.
Oh, that's weird. Do you want to back up out of the grease?
Or no, I'm just saying like, I'm gonna make my acrobatics check first before I move.
Sure. Okay.
Um,
Because you
so
might just fall
acrobatic-
in the square.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens if you critically fail that. Okay, that doesn't pass. You stand up and you try to move, waste the action, and fall back down prone. It's a mess. Some of it gets on Nathanos' boots. He doesn't look happy.
Can I help him at all? Like, I'm right behind him.
I feel like that'd be like an aid another on your turn. You could prepare.
Okay, yeah.
Or pull the guy out of their action.
I'm gonna try again, I guess.
Right, sure.
Oh my
So
god.
then so what would happen is you use your second or your last action to stand up again, and then that's all 3. So that the natural 2 you rolled doesn't count. So there's no fear of like falling and breaking your neck. That's just all 3 of your actions. And Naphanos.
Yeah, I don't want to move. I have to stand up first of all.
You do.
Yeah, because I can't really do anything about the grease. I'm just gonna try and Ray of Frost in that. All the goblins I can see are pretty beat up.
You can see the 3 in the back, just kind of
Okay.
barely. So
then I'm casting Ray of Frost at this one.
sure. Already. Make that touch attack. That misses.
Ah.
It dodges out of the way.
All right. Well, that's my whole thing. I tried and
Welcome to Doomsday Clock Session 2, when we don't pass.
When in doubt, grease the passage, because you don't have bombs for some reason, but you're a pyro. Maybe I can't read stats. I don't know. But speaking of that,
grease is a problem. I'm not gonna make those acrobatics checks. So
it's the goblins' turn. These 3 goblins begin frantically looking around the room, trying to find some means of egress. They seem pretty defeated.
They could surrender.
They could surrender as I look at my spell list. I don't care if I cook, my friends, right? I'm fine with that. I'm a goblin.
Please no.
That's what I said earlier.
I'm okay with it. They'll just melt. Yeah.
That seems like a goblin thing to do.
5.
I wonder if they'll light the grease on fire.
I don't think grease is flammable in 2nd edition. It'd be hilarious. So I need a 15-foot cone.
Such a hilarious combo.
It is.
So it looks like.
I think I can go there and get a 15-foot cone.
Gonna get us killed. 'Cause I don't want that.
I'm okay with us all dying. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. It'd be an
I mean-
entertaining way to go.
Yeah, you just re-roll. You'll be fine. Everyone's talking about playing new characters. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also means it's a combo that we can use.
I'm going back to Rogue.
All right.
I just don't want to be TPK'd by goblins. I want to die to the vampire at the very least.
It should make you hate goblins even more then.
Alrighty, so the goblin moves over here, and these 2 goblins here, especially like the little one that's only kind of dying, they kind of look up at it pleadingly, and a wicked grin flies across its face as it forgets its people and it's going to kill its friends now. And it holds out its hands in a gout of fire. Emerges, targeting Tycho, targeting Ethan, targeting. Where did Ojitai go? Where is Ojitai? Is Ojitai under the goblin? Okay, fair enough. Also targeting Ojitai and Peter. If I could please get reflex saves.
Is it the same type of cone as in the older one? Because I can only see a way to get 3 people in that. Because there's 3 squares here.
Because I see like right here through here.
Yeah. Okay. Instead of it doing the grid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I get it.
So I see. I think it's got to be a reflex save. Yep, reflex save from the 4 of you, if you would. I see a 21.
Reflex is a +1.
Poor guy. And you're on the ground. There's no neg for being on the ground.
I slip and slide on the ground to dodge.
Alrighty, let me take a looky-loo here.
Not good enough.
DC is 15, so Ojitai almost critically succeeds.
So close.
Ojitai, like, skillfully backflips. Had a natural 20 to critically succeed.
Yeah,
Peter's also fine. However, Tycho and Ethan will both take, I imagine, full. Is that right?
Yeah, I assume so.
Where is my rulebook? There it is. Alright, so you take 2d6 fire. Alright, so Ojitai and...
I take half.
And, yeah, Peter both take half of this. Ah! Well, I've rolled 2 1s!
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
That's cute fire there.
The goblin looks thoroughly disappointed as 2 sparks emerge from his poor little hands. Oh, wait, actually, also, these guys, if you're dying, you critically fail to save, so that does kill the boss.
And it burns the other one.
And this one goes to dying 3, so that's all I did.
I love goblins now.
Oh, we did it.
Shoulder brush. Is that
Helping us out, man.
I have these guys. I almost forgot. I'm not quite done.
It's like thanks for the help.
These guys, I think these guys might just. They're pretty scared. It looks like their pyro friend is killing people, so they drop their weapons and put their hands and just give up, no kill. Looks at the pyro, no you kill, no, why? People now, Peter.
Walk up here with my warhammer and attempt to swing at the pyro.
Alrighty.
Who's not surrendering?
Who's
as far as I know.
Not surrendering. Tried to kill you guys. Did a single point of damage. Aha! We've done it. Alright, bring it on.
As you kill him, do you go, still not people?
Still not people. No.
That is great.
A 6 does not. You collide with the wall.
Is that a fumble?
Oh god, it might be. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. It's not. You're fine. I forget I have to check for that. Not quite a fumble.
He's been tied up. He's cramped, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll walk up to him
And he's injured.
and then I forget. Then I'll use lay on hands again because I forget it goes off of spell points now, so it's different. More.
That is fair. Alrighty, you go ahead and roll that. It's Ethan's turn. At the top of Ethan's turn, which goblin did you? It was this one. Yeah. So
I'm just gonna die. That's what's gonna happen.
That's the spirit. So it's a 1d20 minus 2. I don't beat the DC. This goblin expires. Dead goblin. Ethan, what's up?
Cool guy. Well, I think Ethan will also help murdering the guy who hasn't given up. The others have surrendered, so they are fine. I don't see. I mean, Ethan doesn't see a reason to murder people who have given up, especially now that goblins actually are people.
Yeah, they are. Important to remember.
I don't believe. I disbelieve.
He rolls to disbelieve the illusion that goblins are people.
That's racist.
You know,
Yeah.
Honestly, we kill people too, though. So if anything, we're just
Excuse me, I haven't killed a single person.
Yeah, that is true, but do we kill surrendering people?
Oh, just attack the pyro.
Well, sometimes.
Existential
alignment and whether or not you're in Cheliax.
Damn.
First action, step up. Second action, trying to murder him.
Alrighty, they are flanked.
Alright, let's see.
That connects. You got him.
Yes. I do murder him.
Well, it's a start. They haven't taken any damage yet.
7.
7 damage. Alrighty, not dead yet.
Oh, he's beefier than the frontliners.
A little beefier than the frontliners. Is that all?
You have one more action, I believe.
Yeah, I do. Now I'm wondering if I should attempt to stab him again, but it's like so unlikely to hit him. But at the same time, it's like
flat-footed now.
I don't really need my shield when there's only one guy left.
Sure.
So I might as well do it.
Plus,
would you move to a better flanking position so that I can flank with you as well?
It just pings that corner real hard. Right there. Go there.
That's true. I can do that instead.
With my flurry of blows, that really helps out a lot.
Let's do that.
All right, Ojitai.
Not that likely to hit with my second attack anyway, so I'll just move.
Flurry of blows.
Worst case, I can use my reaction to raise my shield.
That is fair.
Because I have a feel for that. Yeah.
Hey, all right. So we have an 18 which connects for 5 damage, a 20 which connects for 10 damage. Okay, yeah. Flavor that kill. You killed it on that damage there alone, before any other damage it had.
Well, this time I just double whack in his on both of his temples, just both sides go whack whack, and real quick with the bow staff, and he just
And that does it, yeah. That is a dead goblin. These two have surrendered. Technically, the pyro is dying, so I'll put him back, and it's a dying one. There we go. There's that. Combat is over. These two have surrendered. this guy, Tycho, will die like without immediate attention. He's gonna drop.
I'm gonna try to save him.
All right, can you make a? You're crawling. You'd have to crawl over there to administer it, or start channeling energy.
I'm at loot mode.
I want to crawl over there and heal him with medicine.
I didn't realize I was muted. What do we add on that medicine check?
It is a +4.
Right, the 16. That's enough. You can. They're still doing real bad, but you think they're stable. These two just kind of look sad in the corner. And let me get a quick perception check from everybody, if you guys would.
Natural 20.
Boom! All right, no one else needs to. We're good. Ojitai sees all the wisdom of the Dragon Lord, floods him.
I see all.
That's the large sunken chamber that you found yourself in. Thank you, Josh, for your 10. And it's more cavern than worked stone, and the tangle of like damp flagstones underfoot provides a really like gross, uneven surface. There's a lot of water and slime dripping from the walls, seeping in through cracks, things like that. A really crude fire pit sits pretty much right where Ojitai is. You can tell the fire has been stamped out. It's surrounded by just filthy, disgusting mats and fungus. The stench of warm, wet bodies hangs faintly in the air, which it kind of underlies the smell of overcooked meat. In addition, you find the rest of Peter's gear laying haphazardly in these mats. If you'd like to loot his body, he doesn't have access to it right now, but let's play nice. And he's able to get the rest of his stuff. I imagine he'll need a little bit of time and help to don his armor. In addition, there's some other stuff going on. Okay, so it looks like up here in the top right, at the top of a really high, awkward-looking ledge, it looks like there's some kind of passageway.
Ooh.
And I think there's more too.
You could start questioning these goblins.
You definitely could.
Yeah. Maybe they have the key to the locked door.
I'm also, Abadar requests some money, so, if they have any money on them, I request some of that,
I love
needs his
Abadar.
payments.
All right, let me break out the bestiary. What did I have? The Goblin Warrior, in addition to Peter's Warhammer, which did me so good, the Warriors have dog slicers. There's 2 dog slicers, 2 short bows, and 20 arrows.
Oh, nice.
But there's 4 of them. There's 4 short bows, 40 arrows, 4 dog slicers, 4 suits of leather armor. And that's all they had on them. The big guy, in addition to having that stuff, he has a short bow as well. He has 20 arrows, studded leather armor, and a really big, awkward-looking sword, which you guys are all Verizian. You fight a lot of goblins. You recognize a horse chopper when you see one, which is essentially a 2-handed dog slicer. It's got reach.
Is that also 2-handed for medium-sized people?
Yeah, it is. I don't think there's a difference between them and between small and medium this time around.
Really?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I haven't seen on the charts for weapons small guys, medium guys.
I guess we haven't seen that yet, but it sounds weird. I mean, a small weapon shouldn't be big. A 2-handed weapon for a small guy shouldn't be.
Weapon
for a medium or large guy.
I'm gonna double check that because as I say it, I feel a little weird saying it. But you go to the weapons table in the core book, and it just says damage. There's no difference anywhere. There's no damage S or damage L. So I have no idea. That makes the halfling look even better with that D10 sling staff.
Also, that means if you're a halfling and you kill an ogre, you can use a large-sized weapon. Even so, that weapon is probably twice as tall as you.
That's awkward. I'm sure there's something for that somewhere. I hope.
Now that we pointed it out, it's gonna get changed.
This is why we're playtesting right here. This is it, 100%.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't see it on here, but I mean, I'm not doing a thorough sweep of it. I'm just doing a quick glance. But yeah, I'm not seeing it.
From what I understand, because my girlfriend's playing a barbarian with the Titan totem or something, giant totem. Yeah, that's it. So she can use a large weapon without penalty, and it's extra dice. So maybe I suppose that's like the part that hangs you up if you try to use a too big weapon. But I think between small and medium, it's the same, which is strange. But it's like more incentive to play small races, I guess. I don't feel as bad about it. Anywho, the goblin also has the pyro had a club. The club was thrown halfway across the room. Didn't even have a short bow. Nothing. Just here's some stuff. It's bad. Here's some spells.
I mean, he pretty much did the most out of everyone because the grease was actually like really annoying.
In the time it takes Peter to gear up the grease to spells, probably. Right.
It takes a minute for that. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Flavor, the first thing he grabs is holy symbol of distress.
Understood.
Ethan asks the group, does any one of you need a short bow? Because I could use a ranged weapon.
There's definitely 5 of them.
I'm good, sir. I haven't got your name. I have my javelins. I'll hold up 5 javelins as I put them on my side.
He'll hold up the weapon that gets full strength as opposed to the half strength bow.
I am not proficient in those.
I don't know if I am either.
A short bow is a where's the short bow? That is a
martial ranged weapon.
Yep.
I can't use it.
Yep, those are martial weapons now.
It's a martial
If it was a
weapon.
monk weapon, I could, but if it's not a monk weapon,
Okay.
Not a martial.
So I take a short bow, and I think there were 60 arrows. You say
yep.
20 arrows 3 times.
20 arrows from the big guy, and then 10 arrows from each of the 4 small ones. So 20, 34. Yeah, total of 60. Which that's 6 bulk if you were to take all of them. And the short bow is 1. Yes.
we
Or no,
also save it for later.
I need to start keeping track of bulk.
I lied. 10 arrows is light, and you need 10 lights to make 1. So it's 6/10 of a light. We don't have to break down that much math.
I'm on a belief of stashing the items in an area where then we grab them on the way out of the dungeon.
Okay.
That's
So
just
I will take the short bow and the 60 arrows.
Understood.
60 arrows? Is that 6 bulk for those arrows?
It's light 6 times, rather. I misspoke.
Hey, Tommy?
Is there?
I can't see anything right now.
Ah, I've drawn a line. That doesn't help you.
Yeah.
There you go. Athenos comes in the room, too.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry for taking your agency for a second.
No gold, no silver, no copper?
No money.
Yeah.
But definitely a secret passageway up here. You'd have to like wall run up a little to get there, or maybe like throw a rope and climb, that kind of thing.
Or like be an awesome monk called Ojitai that can just, monk his way up there somehow?
Yeah, we'll see what the check does, won't we?
No!
You got confident, man.
Make a person. No, nothing that bad happens.
Well,
what does happen? Someone has to go.
approaches the party cleric and asks if he might be able to do a heal for everyone. Like, use his free action heal.
Yeah, I want to do a channel energy.
You guys did take some fire damage.
Yeah, also the paladin is almost dead.
That is a good question. How many of those do you have left, Tycho?
How many resources are we at now?
I have 5, and I've burned 2 so far.
Alright, fair enough.
So this would be my 3rd one using it, leaving me with 2.
Got it. Okay, so a 10 doesn't quite get there. Ojitai saunters up to this wall, confident in his power, and just...
I did not roll.
Then who rolled it? What's that 10 for? Why, Peter?
That was for perception earlier. You asked for it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, go ahead, Ojitai. Excuse them all. A 15 is good enough. Congratulations, you made it. Hooray for you.
I won't walk like a boss.
You pretty much do. And there's a door there. Is it anything? What is happening on this door that you have found? I am looking.
So,
I actually can't see because the light source is too far away.
That is awkward, yeah.
You should have asked for you to get something with the light spell on it as well.
Yeah,
Actually, there's another thing. You guys did find a little more. The AP is written a little weird. You guys do, as you're looking around, it looks like it's been pretty well hidden under like straw and hay and general goblin grossness. You guys find 2 flasks of alchemist fire. Why were they there? Why didn't the pyro have them? Why?
No, that explains why he didn't use them.
I guess.
Didn't take them from the hideout.
A smoke stick and 10 copper.
A smoke stick?
Which it's like a smoke bomb.
Should we give the alchemist fire to the alchemist?
That seems.
I mean, I
I'm
would
pretty
have
good at
also
throwing
believed
bombs.
if you
I
said that.
I actually already have an alchemist fire because that was one of the things that I purchased because monks don't need a lot.
That's very true. So does I have any line of sight up there at all? Kinda.
I can see up to here, and then it's just black past that.
So there's a door there.
Well, you could probably ask if whoever has the light cantrip can use that on a stone and throw it up to you.
On
And
one
we
of
s-
the walks that fell.
We spend the rest of the session trying to throw pebbles up there and they can't make it. They just keep rolling down.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah?
Actually, I
House
have
divided.
a rope. So who wants to come on up here with me? Maybe the light source guy. Here,
Yeah,
let's make this easier for you to climb up.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like that the way continues that way, and we might want to check the locked door first. Now that we have the paladin.
Hey, I just walked up this wall. What are you waiting for? I mean, come on.
I mean, you could install the rope right now. That would be good because we certainly will want to return to you.
All right, I'll tie the rope up here. Do a python pitten, hammer it in, and then
The monk pulls a snake out of his pocket and he ties it to the
pull
rope.
out a python.
This is safe. We will have a rope here now. Hooray. Okay, understood. The rope is attached.
And then I will climb down, and we can't take 10, but even if
You're fine. Yeah, it's a DC 5. You're not threatened. I'm not going to shoehorn it that hard. I'm tempted.
I also get a +4, so even if I do roll a 1, it's a 5.
Yeah, fair. Alrighty.
That's why I'm like, yeah.
You have arrived. Back down you go.
All right, let's go check that other room then.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
we just said that we would do one more of the AOE heals.
Yeah.
Was that rolled?
I do not see it
I don't
rolled.
think
Because I
not
don't
either.
see how much.
I think
that's
Tommy
1d8
rolls
plus
1d8.
because I'm using my divine domain to get some extra healing in.
1d8 plus 3.
Plus
5.
5 since I'm using my
Plus
divine
5
domain.
already. 7 hit points are returned.
You had to roll solo.
Yeah, man. That's what happens when you rely on me. I let you down.
It's enough to bring me back to full, so there's that.
I'm
Alrighty.
2 away from hopeful now, so.
Seems good.
All right, let's go back in that other room. And
Alrighty.
I can't see any further because light source.
The light source
Well, careful, people. Light source will leave the room.
Oh, hey, wait.
is... Peter is stuck. Oh, wait. This is funny. I should move this over so
will
Twitch
stay
can see it.
there, so at least they have some light over there. I could have moved even further down that they wouldn't even a light inside that hallway.
Sure. Okay, so as we enter the room, can I get a religion check from Peter right quick? I assume you have ranks in that. I assume it's trained. Ranks is the wrong word. This is the 2nd edition. Ranks are not a thing.
Yeah, I'm trained in religion as well.
All right. Peter nails it real hard.
That's where I roll good.
Is it a critical success? Did you critical success that roll?
He might have actually. Hold up. Gotta scroll back a little. Purification Fountain. DC what?
I gotta go.
DC.
became a paladin of Pharasma.
Yep.
So,
We are allowing neutral paladins in the playtest. We're forcing it. It's happening. I want it to be a thing. Here we go. I don't see a DC for a religion check. He does not critically succeed it. But he does succeed it. Well, hold up. He might. Yeah, no, he doesn't succeed. Okay, but he is sure with the 21 that the waters in this pool now, and you guys can all see, they're very like clear and unsewer-like, very strictly. And Peter knows that the first time each day a given creature drinks from this fountain, they recover 1d8 hit points, and they are cured of all level 3 or lower poisons and diseases affecting them.
We could have used that earlier.
Yes, you could have.
Well,
Yeah.
but
we
I
really
think the
May
half-dead
have been useful.
paladin might be in need of that.
Yeah, but it's at the time, had you been drinking out of it, it would have been sick too and unable to recover for an hour.
Well, someone did drink from it. I mean, he didn't want to, but
Yes.
This
It
water
fell
is
in
the
his
cause of
mouth.
all our problems and the solution.
It was too. And again, for Josh, in case he didn't watch episode 1, this is definitely where Darth Maul is now. I couldn't resist. This is definitely, it's a like an ossuary sacred to Lamashtu. There's a lot of like burial stuff all around here, and you know this. You would have come through here. There's a a shrine of Pharasma there. There's a locked door that everyone's piling up on, waiting for me to shut up so they can break. Far be it from me to flavor text. Attack that door.
yeah, I was just about to say that I think you said that this room was for Lamash too.
It was for Pharasma. It was the thing you broke that the closets came out. That was the Mashtu.
Exactly.
So-
That was from Lamash too.
Peter,
All right,
I want to watch the fighter just hit this door again because that was hilarious the first time. I want to see it happen again.
He just leans on his
Well,
quarterstaff.
We will see. And yep, it's hilarious again.
It's literally the same move. Ah! Ka-kunk, says the shield as it hits the door.
There's still water on the ground. I'm still slippery.
Did you drink that water or something? I mean, what's going on?
I have no idea.
Watch Ojitai kick it once and it opens.
No. I'll let him do it. It's all him. All him.
All right, you got it, Robin.
Uh,
Roll another natural 2.
Another shot.
Natural 1, break your ankle. A 13 is not. You actually are able to like get some pressure down. Like you don't just flail aimlessly as you kick forward this time. With my chair being super loud for side
By
effects.
now, Ethan is cursing under his breath. He's like, God, effing door.
Your grieve definitely hits the door, but nothing happens. Not quite enough force.
On the other way.
3 times is
Door
a
seems
charm
to be-
or something.
Okay, sure.
God,
Oh my
All right.
I hurt my ankle or something.
What can we do on that natural 1?
I'm so angry that I kicked the door and I hit it in a real bad angle. So I like twist my leg real bad.
And mechanically, I have to smash the next button. The conditions are in this book. I'm gonna give you
Maybe the slow.
paralyzed. You are no. That's super mean. How?
That's like the what was the slowed one?
I think I'm gonna give you hampered.
Hindered, right? Hindered or something. Hampered.
You are hampered. Hampered 10. As you all know, that's a little mean. Hampered 5. You definitely break your ankle.
Ouch.
It's you guys. Everybody who's Ethan hears it too. You all hear the bone just snap as he connects at a really awkward angle.
Why did you kick it? Why didn't you use your sword? What the heck?
That's how you dull a sword.
Because I was angry. Ow!
You know, lean over Mashi's shoulder. It's like, this pool is a holy place. If you drink it, your ankle may feel better, friend.
You gotta soak your ankle for a little while. Go get the Epsom salt, pour it in.
I mean, when the religion person said that, I believe him. I will dangle my ankle into the.
No, drink the water. Don't dangle it.
20 foot in the water. We just cleaned this.
Drinking the water would give him hit points back, but dangling his foot in the water does heal the hampered. The bone resets.
You've been walking through a sewer.
Nice.
Don't put.
All right. While I'm healing my foot, maybe the paladin wants to try because he's also strong.
Everybody's got a bulk worth of clean socks, so we can do this in sewers and soak our feet and continue to march without getting trench foot.
No, that's why we have prestidigitation.
No, fair. That's quite fair.
Thing.
All right, who's taking this door down? Ethan couldn't pull it off.
I will attempt this time, even though I'm not as strong as the big old fighter, but we'll try this out.
Okay.
I will do athletics to do the break open. So,
okay.
And
a critical success. Okay.
It says that I don't break it. It opens, but the container or whatever avoids any damage avoids damaging it in the process.
So what happens is Ojitai walks forward and he puts his hand where Ethan's ankle has been slamming into the door and knocks gently 3 times. The door swings open. Not like as if someone opened it, but as if knock, 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 like as if was enough pressure to push the door open and into the dynamic light.
Well, Ethan purses his lips and he's like, I softened it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was good.
It wasn't bad.
Also, my pride is hurt. Like, really bad.
I hurt for you.
I think my pride hurts worse than my foot does.
Is. All right, guys, you got that door open.
All right, I will lead the way.
Yes, light source.
Okay, right. I see something, at least a little piece of something.
Make a perception check, Ethan. See what you see.
All right. Natural.
Boom! Boom! Now is the time for these. Okay, so you are very sure. You only see, like, the corner of it from where you are, but it's a statue of Pharasma.
Oh.
The statue, like, you can't really tell from your angle, but you're sure it's trapped.
Oh, okay. There's a statue up ahead, and I'm pretty sure there's a trap there. I think we had someone using Mage Hand before. Maybe that person could try fiddling with a trap from afar, but because I don't think that we have anyone who's good at defusing traps. Right?
No rogues here.
Let me go grab the rogue. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. We don't have a 7th man coming.
I would
Jesus.
step up to here to allow whoever has the mage hand, the sorcerer, I think.
Yeah, I'm here.
Maybe you can attempt to trigger the trap while we are like not right next to it.
You have a net 20 in perception, so I'm assuming you could guide me to where it is with mage hand.
Yeah.
And, like, just tell me what to pull on, or knock over or what have you.
With the might of my natural 20, I use the help action to help you trigger the trap from afar.
Okay, that's...
That may not get effed up by the trap.
Okay. Nathanos reaches out to the statue with mage hand, and my cat steps on my headphones, and I can no longer hear anyone, and now he sees the thing. Azazel, don't be terrible. We're playing on Twitch. And Nathanos is able to interact with the statue and touch it and stuff, but nothing happens.
Even if I point out what the trap is?
You aren't really able to see it, because you can only see kind of the bottom of it.
It might be pressure activated.
Well, I mean, the mage hand can apply pressure, right? At least to some extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing whatever he says to guide me, walk me through this, because...
Yeah. Is there some role involved or something?
Applying pressure doesn't do anything either.
Alright. How can we defuse this trap without a rogue? That's gonna be difficult. God dang. We should have had a rogue.
Is there detect magic by any chance? Does anybody have that, or is that not a thing anymore?
I'm pretty sure it's still a thing.
I don't have it.
No, it's definitely a thing. I do have it. I'm going to cast Detect Magic, which has a 30-foot aura. Do I feel anything?
You definitely... You feel some conjuration, for sure, coming from that statue.
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
Interesting.
Makes me think it's going to be like a...
More closets, maybe?
Just
Might
all
be.
the closets, every closet, all of the abyss in closets right now. That's a long encounter. You'll be here for a
any
while.
roll I can make?
Now that we figured out that it's magical, maybe you can use one of your Arcana checks or something to defuse the trap.
It's a thought.
I was just about to ask.
We could try Arcana. That seems fine.
All right.
Let's see that third natural 20 in a row. In a row, but you'll roll.
Not
That's,
natural.
I mean,
that's so good.
it's a total 20,
Hey.
which is pretty damn good.
Alrighty, so Nathanos reasons out with his arcane brain that I'm looking for flavor text. Where is it? Okay, so actually it's kind of shoehorned because it didn't necessarily ask for Arcana, but that is a critical success, so I will be generous. You're not sure where you read this, where you saw it, but somewhere Nathanos knows that statues of Pharasma like this are usually put in tombs like this to ward off creatures that might come in and like raid the tombs. Generally speaking, these things will be carrying hourglasses filled with like curious red sand, which you guys can't see from where you are. And if you get a little too close and you're not wearing Pharasma's holy symbol, or you haven't been blessed by Pharasma, it'll trigger the trap and the hallway will flood with sand.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Alright,
you might be
so I'm going
blessed
to
by
relay that.
Pharasma for
I'm going
cleansing the
to-
room.
I'm gonna relay that to everyone, and my best guess would be the water in the other room is blessed by Pharasma.
Yeah,
So-
also we have a cleric. He might be able to like say some stuff.
He's not he's a cleric of Ioma or Sarenrae.
Samurai.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
but I think
I'm-
he can still do some prayers. Usually, you have clerics have basic knowledge of the other gods.
I'm gonna go and fill up my water skin with water from the other room.
Alright, you may certainly do so.
I mean, we can maybe splash like our head to like pour some water over our head. Maybe that does the trick.
Sure.
Well,
Mhm.
didn't somebody actually just drink out of it?
Robin did
I
soak his
did.
foot.
Why
I
don't
did.
we have that person that just drank from it go first and see if he triggers it?
All right,
Go for it, Ethan.
people.
I mean,
Get ready.
Nope.
Try to be ready for maybe sand trap.
it was nice to know you.
Wow,
Yeah, it was.
Peter
I
will
will
say a
step
prayer
up to here.
and, like,
Alright.
dear Torag, can you talk to Pharasma? We're here to get the vampires out. Let her know that so she doesn't. Thank you.
Does anything happen yet?
Ethan approaches the statue and can see the hourglass that Nathanos describes. The statue does not react to you.
Okay. Ethan will send a quick prayer to the heavens and take another step.
And nothing happens.
Uh,
There, from where you're standing now, there are stairs that lead down to your immediate right. And of course, the hallway continues to the left as well.
Well, after I observe that, I'm gonna go drink some of that water. It's
Okay.
one healing, right?
Yep, 1d8 and all level 3 or lower poisons and diseases.
I
Yeah, I
somehow
want to drink from that water too.
I kind of feel like cheating because because the door doesn't completely close up. I have like a tiny bit of vision into the room and I see a red circle
Dun dun dun.
like right here.
Oopsie.
I will go closer to then. Now that I
Alright.
drink from the water.
Nothing happens there, just I.
But we should probably pretend that we don't.
Alright, I get it, Robin. I'm 5 foot stepping out. You can't see it now. You've made your point.
Just saying.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I
does
won't
anyone
do
not
that.
want to? Because it seems pretty obvious at this point that like
Yeah.
blessing yourself with the water is enough to beat the trap.
That's
Nice. All right.
Does anyone feel like not doing that? Because it's an option. If you'd like to trigger the trap, oop, the trap triggered. Oops, haha.
oh no, I did it.
Fair enough. I assume we all do.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
yeah. We don't
Alright.
all have to go one by one to the fountain and back. Let's.
Ooh. There's actually a longer hallway
Let's
down
go
here.
up. Let's go up first, I think.
Okay. That is doable.
Upstairs? Or
Oh,
north. Got it.
oh, but Jesus.
I'm not following wherever he just went.
So Robin goes where he goes, and he looks over and he sees the bodies of several skeletons animate up. As he moves past that room, I need flavor text. We're going backwards.
Goddamn Pharasma.
Goddamn Pharasma.
Pharasma hates undead.
Exactly. And
Wait, we didn't even need to deal with that door, did we? We could have just walked down. Because
There-
that looks,
Right, so,
that looks like the way to the goblets.
so
well,
that might be...
It might be.
That might be Lamatus doing then.
These-
More cleansing.
more cleansing. The skeletons might be hostile. They're hostile if they have ranged weapons. Do I have... Come on, skeletons. Do we have javelins? Come on, guys. We got
Why would
this.
they have javelins?
Why?
Why are we?
Because they're cool.
I wouldn't think a skeleton would be able to throw a javelin very efficiently. Just
They do have short bows, so I'm gonna go ahead and take initiative from everybody. We're gonna clear that initiative. Blip, blip, blip. There we go. Okay.
Ah, crap.
Well, you rolled it. Oh, there's a natural one. Okay, fair enough.
Did something happen?
Something might happen, yeah. Okay, Ojitai.
I was actually playing the character. Is something happening? I don't know what's going on.
Ethan, Tycho, Bearston, Barry, Peter. That's all 6 of us.
Right, I also need to do my...
Can we have the sorcerer cast light on my holy symbol so we have 2 light sources?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't.
I can cast light.
I don't cast light. The cleric does.
I cast light.
Okay.
Not now, you can't. There's initiative, and you have a 9 on that, by the way. Let's see here. Barrison's got that 19. Barrison's booking it. Sir Barry the Brave. Ethan's got a 9. My skeletons are probably rolling stealth. I feel like. Well, no. I don't think I have stealth. What do I have? What do I do? I have acrobatics and athletics. Where is my perception? This is weird to read. Do I just add...
Bones start rising from the ground. Suddenly they
Poof.
go back down onto the ground. It's like, okay.
Well, they have a 19. I think I win initiative. Do I win? I did it. I won initiative. All right. So these guys are going to all position themselves in such a way they can see everybody. Bap,
Bro.
bap,
Well,
bap.
they can attempt to, but they won't be able to because that's not how hallways work.
It's not how hallways work. They all draw bows and they all.
Oh, she.
Do they have screening then? If they're, stacking up like that?
Some of them will have screening, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do the one that didn't have to move. I'll roll him 3 times. I guess.
I use my reaction to raise my shield.
All right, cool. I have natural wand.
Nice.
Does
How
the
many-
string just break on the bow? Snap! Oh crap!
That's what happens.
Those skeletons roll really well.
He discorporated. All right, so now let's try this guy.
A plus.
God! Okay, there. 2 of the skeletons stand up and they pull their arms back, and as they do so,
Also, that 10 is also.
I think that's
critical
also a
fail.
crit fail against his AC.
Because I have 20 AC.
but an 11's not. That's a number. Half of the skeletons just fall apart. Their arms come back, and the arm just falls out, and their legs get out from under them, and they just kind of collapse. It's obvious they've been waiting here for a while. An 11 doesn't hit, though, I don't think.
No.
But a natural 20 hits. Yeah. There we go. You've got your shield up.
Yes.
So,
it's only 6 above my AC.
so I add. So I rolled 2d6 plus a d10.
Yeah.
So 9 points of damage, and then
That's more damage than I took during the whole last fight.
an additional 3, which should be enough to dent your shield.
I mean, only if I use my shield to.
Oh, yeah,
damage,
that's
which I
fair. That's
can't
fair.
do
Because you don't have a reaction, right? Okay, fair
Right.
enough. Okay, fair enough. So that's those two have attacked once. So then I'm gonna attack. The second attack is a 7 and an 8. They've both fumbled. And here's a 9.
That's why I want you to have high AC.
That is a lot of fumbles.
That was rough. That was amazing. The fighter is good. Shout it from the rooftops. The fighter is cool. Robin was correct. Play it at low levels. It's real good. I'm being real generous with those fumbles, but
Well,
it's,
I wanted to play it first too.
it's hilarious. It's not. I can't not. So Robin definitely has like where like his chin begins to turn into neck. There's an arrow sticking, but everything else just kind of clacks off his shield. And the encounter's over before it even began. Hooray, everyone!
Nice. AC is OP.
AC's OP.
Well, rolling a crap ton of ones in the first go.
I think it has more to do with Tommy's dice than anything.
The RNG has hurt my feelings. RNG doesn't love me anymore.
1, 1, 4, 5.
It's mean.
I mean, like, what are the chances of rolling 2 ones back to back?
1 in 400.
Yeah, 1 in 400.
Oh my.
That's what I said last session when someone rolled 2 20s in a row.
That's very
Because
That
that's
was
fair.
also
me.
1 in 400.
That was me. 2 20s in a row.
Yeah, it was you. All right, so you guys see that, like, where Robin is standing,
Excuse me for cursing.
a narrow flight of stairs winds downward into this like this circular chamber where stone biers line the walls. Again, like think where the Draugr come from in Skyrim. That's what this is. The bodies that like you imagine bodies might have once upon a time rested on the side of him, but obviously they had reanimated somehow.
I was peppered with arrows, but I also managed to kill most of them by having high AC.
Yeah.
With my low perception and the arrows, when did that arrow just get stuck in you?
There's an arrow in your neck.
Look down the hall.
Blue fire, red thorns.
Like
Blue
a
fire, red thorns.
thing where until he looks at it, he doesn't notice the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ugh. Well, at least the others didn't hit me. Otherwise, I would be looking like a porcupine.
Accurate.
All right, let's step into the room. Let's see why
Wait,
all those undead were in there.
Sure.
Before we go anywhere else, light on the paladin, so we have 2 light sources.
Yeah, makes sense.
I cast
Let's
light on the
put some
paladin.
light on the paladin. Well, maybe you want to put that on someone who's actually like staying in the back, since we
I
have
am in the back.
Well, but you probably won't always be there, right? You're a close combat guy too.
I
You're
can
just
light on the
saying.
sorcerer.
Like
can put
last
it on-
Someone has to, and my main thing is I get a reaction to somebody else.
You can put it on my staff. I'm gonna stay in the back.
Okay. I put light on the paladin and on the staff.
Alrighty. The sorcerer's already emitting light, so that's cool.
All right.
But can people view my light?
They should be able to, yeah. It's set to all players see light and you have sight.
Oh, awesome.
So
All right.
you guys enter that room. Then what happened?
Are we still on initiative?
No. They died. They are all gone.
Oh,
Every last one of them. All 6.
Jesus! I want to get to do something in one of these fights. They're all
I'm sorry.
If I remember correctly, skeletons
Well-
are fun to kill.
Well, usually I'm more of the damage soaking type and not of the murder everything
No.
type. But this time around,
I
I actually got every opponent killed.
It was funny. I could
That-
not do it.
that is freaking amazing. I'm like, all I heard was the noises back there and arrows, and then I assumed it was gonna be crazy. Then I just walked in here and everything.
There's a lot
Um,
of broken bones on the ground.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm looting. Is there anything worth a dang?
Make a perception check.
Well, there should be like a metric ton of posted arrows on the ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Oh
is that
my
a better
God.
bow than a short bow?
13. So the skeletons all had short bows. They're all down one arrow. Sure. Some of them more. That's what I did today. Why does it, like, I definitely have a short bow. Why does it say how many arrows? What was I shooting? I have
You're shooting your own bones.
I
Yeah,
have
you might be
It was his femur.
I have no arrows in my entry that I see. The only item this guy's carrying is a scimitar. Oh, by the way, 6 scimitars.
Oh, nice. I will take one of those scimitars.
They got forceful and they got
probably
sweep.
better than my dog slicer.
Sweep lets you do some cleave kind of things. Forceful is for every additional attack, it does an extra +1 damage per die rolled, like a glaive, which is really good. Yeah, no, they have no arrows, but they have short.
It's fine. I have already 60 arrows.
You notice that some of the skeletons are missing fingers, and suddenly it dawns on Ethan. There's a finger bone is just up into his neck.
Oh my God.
Ouch.
That's metal, Paizo.
Yes, it is. Your oversight is very metal.
I was
So is anybody else searching in
by
this room,
fingers.
or am I just gonna fail for us all?
That's the spirit.
A 13 is not high
Well,
enough.
I'm busy updating my character sheet with my scimitar.
I'll look around.
Sure.
I see nothing.
You actually critically fail. Okay, sure. Duly noted.
I do better.
Nothing happens. Ethan, on the other hand, finds a body kind of like stashed in, I know, right? Stashed in one of these little funeral places. It's a fully not dead human body. Well, not fully not dead. I worded that bad. It's alive. It's a zombie.
Okay, that's like some.
It's a fully not.
It's been a long day. I have had much editing to do for my channel. But what it is, it's the body of one of Peter's
Shout out
friends.
to the channel.
One of Peter's friends that came down with him on the rumors of finding this vampire. His
Does he
name.
have money on him?
Jesus.
Don't like them wear plate armor, do they?
I should have played a rogue.
You should have played a rogue.
I call dibs on the rogue next, man.
The guy's name is Viren Tamith. He's Peter. He's kind of like you grew up with him. You guys entered the church together. I don't know your backstory, but I'm shoehorning it. And now you found him dead. On his body, he does have a scroll of shocking grasp, 4 silver, 31 copper, and a wayfinder. I don't know what a wayfinder does in Pathfinder 2nd edition. I don't know what it does in 1st edition. I think people say it's good.
You can cast light with the Wayfinder in 1st edition. It has light cantrip, and it gives you. It's the same as a compass, where it gives you a +2. If you're lost in survival situations.
Fair.
Find yourself in survival checks.
Here in 2nd edition, it's a command activation.
It's still light source, because if it is, I'm gonna hang it around my neck at this point.
It functions as a cantrip. It functions as a compass, and you activate it with a command word to cast the light cantrip on it. Yes, and it can hold, of course, a single Eon Stone, which you don't have right now. But congratulations, Monk! Light cantrip cast on you. Here we
Unless
go.
somebody else needs it, but if I have it, we all have light.
Bam.
More lights.
We'd have 4
Well,
people with
Ethan
lights.
goes to the paladin, taps him on the shoulder, and is like, "My condolences. We have found your friend."
Are there any cloth, like old cloth from the skeletons or anything like that lying on the floor or anything?
There's not.
Okay. Darn it.
I'm going to approach the paladin and excuse me, your friend was carrying a scroll. Did I just see that?
Yes. We like to keep ourselves well armed in these situations.
Magic?
Magic.
Well, sometimes a
See,
hammer
guys
or
were-
sword doesn't work on everything.
It seems like you guys were ambushed.
It's foggy.
Who else were you with?
GM, who else was I with?
There's a couple other people. They've mostly been killed and eaten by goblins, though.
Okay, I thought they were like 3 people.
Like 3 or 4.
Okay.
Well, when we take on this vampire, I expect you'll be using your hammer. If you need that whatever trump card spell your friend was carrying, we need it. I could probably handle that for you.
If it's in your spell list, I thought.
I can definitely cast shocking. Oh, wait. Do I need it to know the spell to cast it off a scroll?
No, I think you only your class needs to have it on the spell list.
Yeah. No, I can totally do shocking grasp.
It just cost his resonance.
Yeah.
So did that Wayfinder cost resonance? Is that how that works?
I have no idea. I hope not.
I think
It does. It did not. It did not cast It did not cost resonance. It's a simple operate or command activation.
I have 5 resonance, so I don't think I can. I think I can handle that.
Currently we're low characters with no magic items, so we really don't have to worry about resonance.
For sure.
Except for the alchemist.
Yeah. Well, you've got intelligence. You're fine.
True.
Got this.
Because you use like magical, semi-magical potions and things, which cost resonance to use, right?
Yeah. Every time I brew a new potion, I spend resonance.
All right. Well, we give the paladin a bit of time, probably, to say goodbye to his dead friend or something before we move on.
Heartless.
That's probably the proper thing to do.
Heartless.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Peter's already like over his friend saying like the Torag's word of prayer from his holy book. He closes it, stands up, pushes himself off, and is like, "Already done. Let's go."
All right.
Did you give me the scroll?
Yes, I'll hand you the scroll.
I will have that ready in case we need it.
So Robin steps out, and he can see that it goes back. Or
Yeah.
Ethan steps out, rather, back to that room where all those dead goblins are.
Mm-hmm. All right, we have to make a decision. Do we want to go down those stairs or up there where our monk did the awesome wall climbing thing?
I'm pretty sure that we should head that way.
Yeah, I feel like the part in the cave that we haven't explored yet seems like the first place we should explore. I have the feeling that when I see stairs that go down, I feel like that's leading to a vampire.
I get the same feeling.
I mean, but all right.
So let's go and check on whatever is up there.
That was a smart move. You guys here, as you guys are moving up, except for Tycho. Thank you, Tycho. You move down. No. You move down. I saw the token. A goblin makes his way up the stairs because someone now wanted to perception check. And it just kind of like, huh? What's going on? Mr. Ranger, we got bored. We go looking around. What is that statue? He's not blessed by Pharasma, the trap triggers. The corridor begins to flood with sand, and I need a thing. I need to figure out what it is exactly, actually. Righty. That's a reflex save?
I do hope that that doesn't like permanently block the hallway for us. That would be unfortunate.
Make me, what do you add in your fort save, Tycho?
Fortitude is a +3.
+3. You do pass. So it's negated. You're able to like step back in time as this swirling sand begins to swirl. The goblin, however, like you see the sand enter its like ears, its nose, its mouth, its eyes, and it's just kind of like the mummies before your eyes, just very dead. You're fine. You end up back here, and I'm gonna draw.
Walk away.
That seems smart. Red sand, 10 foot. It's just right here. All of that. Full of just swirling sand. Swirling sands everywhere. That's a little too far, but you get the idea.
Well, I hope that stops by itself after some time, hopefully.
I've deleted Tycho. Tycho, come back.
Oh, God. He did die after all.
Haha, I got you.
He didn't just die, he got erased.
Oh, that's worse. All right, gentlemen. What is that next move?
I think we probably have to roll climb checks or something.
Yeah, we should roll climb.
Athletics, but it's a 5, so I'm just gonna climb up.
You could nat 1 now that things are happening.
Even if I succeed the check with a nat 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a natural 1 is still a fit. Okay, fine, Mr. 16. Great. You show me up yet again. You backflip up the wall.
I'm just gonna hang out down here, actually.
All right, sure. Everybody who wants to climb that thing.
I'm pretty sure, like, if there's a monster in there, I said no. I'm staying right here.
That's fair.
It's an acrobatics check, or what is it?
You could do an acrobatics check if you wanted. Normally, it's an athletics check, but I'll take acrobatics as well.
Oh, I mean, I'd rather do the strength than the dex. So
yeah, but you would.
Athletics.
For sure. Alrighty, go ahead and make that roll if you would.
All right. Let's add a +4. No, yes. Should be good enough.
Yep, 15 is more than good enough. You're super good. Anybody else feel like climbing the thing?
I'll climb it.
Alrighty. Make that check.
That's athletics, right?
Yep. I'll allow acrobatics as well if you want to use it.
Okay, I'll definitely use the acrobatics instead.
Boom. Nailed it. Showing up even the monk.
I'm gonna open the door then well, since we have 2 people up here already.
Sure. The door is locked.
Ah, crap. Hey, fighter, come patch this door down.
Soften it up for him.
That's gonna follow me.
It is. That's your curse, man.
Every door from this day forward.
You do have an actual higher roll than I do, or higher plus than I do on that, so.
That's very fair. Alrighty, make it happen. You got this. I believe in you.
Yep.
Won't be up there.
You're the best.
Around! Yeah, he is. Ethan has learned from his mistakes, and he instead pushes with his shield. He just kind of lowers it and into the door. The door doesn't break because you've critically succeeded, but it definitely swings open real wide. And I will jump in the dynamic lighting, and I will remove this. A little longer than I had intended it to be, but it's fine. It's cool. There's a passage going back that way. One might even call it a secret passage. Secret passage. Secret passage.
So, if you guys don't climb up here, you mind if I take my rope back?
You guys are still gonna climb.
I'm waiting on these other 2. As I am a good melee fighter, I do not wish to abandon people.
Uh-huh.
I climb up the rope.
Alrighty, what do you add?
A +1.
+1.
Wow!
As he goes to climb, man, you guys are great at inconsequential checks, and I'm really good at checks that were supposed to matter, but I just TPK myself. So what happens is,
That's great.
Tycho puts his hand on the rope, and as he does so, flaming wings burst forth from his body, and somehow all 3 of you are pulled up. Unless you don't want to. If you don't want to, say something. Sarenrae says you go. Haha.
All right, I'm picking up
I
my
think
rope
this is
and
the
pulling out
sign.
my pitten.
Sure.
So, is it destroyed or is it fine?
The rope's fine, the python's fine. The wings are gone. You don't have Sarenrae wings anymore. That was just a quick, I need to climb this.
Oh.
Take the time, roll it up. put it
Come back at level 10, and maybe you can have. So the passage appears to be just kind of like empty and devoid of all life and sounds and
Alright, I will slowly and carefully move forward.
So we actually used tact this time.
You did. I'm so proud of you guys. Learning.
with a giant light source walking down a dark hallway.
Well, would you rather I extinguish this light source and we move through here in the dark?
Just trip over each other.
I mean, no, but it's just, yeah.
We're gonna die.
So stop complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm being realistic.
So am I. I'm realistic that we would be in a terrible situation without light.
Yeah, that's very fair. You probably would be.
All right.
Well, I have
Everyone
torches.
has followed up, so I can move into the cave. Oh, I see bats.
You
Hey,
see,
who wants to take a nap?
who wants to take a nap? Who wants to make a perception check? Robin does, because he's here, and so does and Nathanos and Ojitai, and but just those three, because they're the only three in the room right now. Pair 14.
14.
Alrighty, 14, 14, 18. This cramped cavern reeks of stale sweat and dried blood. Tucked into the far corner is a filthy straw bed made from ratty hides and moldy clothes. Off to the sides sits a pair of chests, one of which is open and filled to the top with a strange assortment of...
Okay. We found the home of some hobo, I think.
That's probably accurate.
I'm gonna. Which one of the chests is open? Which one's closed?
The one on the right is the open. Say, yeah, right here, open, full of clothes. Right here,
Excuse me.
closed.
I'm gonna head for this closed one.
Okay, sure.
I make sure to stay away from the mimic.
The creepy clothes mimic. Why does it have clothes? What are we doing with clothes? Somebody tell me. Okay, fair enough. Okay, sure.
Well, if they were nice clothes, maybe they would be interesting, but...
Can I try and open the closed chest with Mage Hand?
Sure, you definitely can.
And reflex save for everybody.
What happens does happen. The chest is locked. You go to try to open it, and you hear a clicking sound, like an aggressive clicking sound, as if you were to have just triggered something.
Oh.
And I dismiss the spell, and I step back.
Fair enough. And everyone conveniently just gets away from that chest. Just right now. Just now.
Okay.
Just gonna let someone else deal with that, because it might be booby trapped. Someone could break the lock. Maybe somebody with a hammer. I'm all right back here.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean,
if you hammer it, it's probably gonna just destroy whatever's inside.
Break all the loot.
I mean, we don't know if whatever loot is in there can break.
Could be more.
I'm gonna go.
But I don't really want to trigger a trap. We could just take it and throw it off the cliff and break it that way.
That'll
so
definitely
away
break
from
it
it.
inside.
Again, that destroys the stuff inside.
I mean, all you guys got to do is bash the lock.
I mean, but if, if there's
there's a what if for everything. We can.
there was
for opening it.
There was a clicking sound, like a really bad clicking sound, like there's a trap clicking sound. So I really don't want to be near it when it opens. So maybe smashing it while it's far away from us is maybe the best course of action.
That seems smart.
Whatever trap is in there might destroy whatever's in there anyway. So
very possible.
Also, it could be that the trap is loud, and if that's the case, maybe we want to do it further away anyway to not alert enemies.
Yeah, how about we just not do it now and just keep moving forward, then get back to this afterwards.
Sure. So as you guys are deliberating, as this is going on, a dire rat makes its way into the room. It's not hostile, and it moves past you.
That's as big as... Wow.
Okay. That's huge.
It's not a small dire rat.
Big rat.
It's a large-sized dire rat.
Oh.
I don't want to get filth fever. Thank you very much.
That's fair.
I
That's a
mean,
gross man.
at least it's so big that I believe it shouldn't be familiar.
Yeah.
No,
Why don't we just keep moving?
that sounds good. And I'm gonna cast shield just in case there's anything else coming.
All right.
You mean when the other thing comes? Yes.
You guys might want to get your perception checks ready in case for initiative.
Very fair.
I haven't macroed, so.
So you guys move into the room. Nathnos moves into the room.
That's dangerous.
The sorcerer's got this.
Oh,
The sorcerer.
It's okay.
I can't
Where's
see.
Where's the tank?
Where's the tank?
I moved up to here to look.
All of our.
But then I
all of
saw
our
opponents.
I kind of forced Robin into the room. I don't know if he wanted to do that, but everyone was
I
asking.
mean, I want to, but I stopped at the first place where I could see enemies because that usually means at that moment in time you trigger initiative.
That's fair. They don't seem hostile. You move into the room, and flavor text is there. While this room may have been used as a shrine long ago, its contents are now a ghastly mockery of its former purpose. To the south, an altar upon a raised dais is surrounded by mosaics depicting a stern woman with long, flowing white hair, all of which has been slathered in filth and gore. The whole area reeks of decay and cloying, clotted blood. There are two goblins in this room. You recognize them as the two goblins, or you recognize rather, because one of them's real dead. Aiko can tell you all about it. You recognize one of the goblins as one of the goblins from in the room who somehow has gotten around behind you. And another goblin as well, who's just kind of like cowering and chained to the altar. There's another dire rat just kind of scurrying around over here. They aren't hostile.
Okay. Well, seems like there's more cleansing that needs to be done.
Yep.
Am I hearing that you guys want to go into like combat?
No, I mean, I meant more like in the whole religious and whatever type. Like
Oh, sure.
Cleric. Because it sounds like this is still like an altar room, but it's it was like, what was it? Like someone like defiled it or something.
Yeah, it's apparently a defiled altar of Phasma.
Yeah.
All right.
After you tank.
So that's probably good there. Let's hold up. Let's hold everybody there. This rat is going to make a check. I don't know. I think I'm rolling over a DC. That's how that works in 2nd edition. It's Nathanos and Barristan are the ones I'm targeting because they're the ones that have line of sight to me. I add that plus more, I feel like, right? Okay, so I need to roll this. I'm rolling over your class DC, I believe. Don't natural 1. Okay, that's all I had to do is not natural 1. So you guys don't notice it as the dire rat comes up. It's gonna like start a surprise round. Essentially, what happens is it opens its mouth. As it does so, its jaw, like viper style, dislodges itself, and an aberrant 3-pronged tongue makes its way out of the rat, and it's much larger than like the entirety of this already gigantic rat, and it's gonna lash out at you guys.
Is it a xenomorph?
It's literally an alien.
Oh my god.
So I have I know I can do this. Where is it? Oh, okay, got it. Alrighty.
Well, goblins, you could have warned us about this.
They could have.
I'm disappointed in you, goblins.
We're disappointed in us to actually. Alright, so I add a what? Okay, so I'm gonna attack.
Holy what?
I'm gonna attack Barristan first. There's a 12 hit Barristan.
Oh god, they attack at +9? But Jesus.
I don't think it's 12 hit. Does a 12 hit Barristan? Probably not.
No, it doesn't.
How about a natural 20 at Nathnos?
Oh god.
Are you? Of course it is.
And then at Barristan again, a 13 misses. All right, what happens when I hit with this? This will be fun. Okay, so it's not that great. 2d4. I have no frame of reference for saying if this is great. This is literally my 2nd time in the playtest. 13 points of damage, and the tongue wraps around your leg and ensnares you as you're grabbed by this thing, one last time. Let's roll initiative.
Alright.
And now we all die.
And now you all die. What do I add? I feel like I use my deception for this.
Terrible.
I'm-
will be masked,
I'm
probably.
gonna add my deception for this roll. That seems really mean, but I'm gonna do it because it allows us to do this in second edition.
Can I use my +2 against Tommy?
What? Oh, okay. Your +2 Tommy bonus.
Yeah.
You know, in all my time of being a content creator, I never, it never dawned on me that someone would actually ask for the joke. I just thought you guys would use it against your GMs. Embarrassed, dude. I am a GM!
And I, sir, am a patron.
You are, you did it. I get coffee. Who did I leave out of the initiative? I left out Tycho. And I feel like there's definitely one more. Oh, yes, the paladin who's new. Barry. No, his name isn't Barry. His name is Peter. Peter the paladin. All
Peter
right.
got a 9.
And he's got a 9. He's booking it. He is all about this. If this was first edition, he probably would have detected that rat as something more than a rat. Unfortunately.
Yes, but I don't have that ability.
Man.
So.
A 14 from Barry.
Excuse me again for cursing.
You're fine, man. I'm not that super worried about it. It's just...
I'm down to 2 hit points already.
Ooh, oh, good, good. I'm happy for you. Tycho adds a 4. I always forget I have to roll for Tycho. Here you go, Tycho. You got a 13. Here we go. Did I get myself in there? B-big. B-big. Descending. The bad guys are gonna go first. As this thing begins attacking, does anyone speak? Oh, it has tongues. That's wonderful. Okay, so in Goblin, it says something that doesn't sound very friendly, and this Goblin is chained to the altar. It can do nothing. This Goblin looks hostile. This rat looks hostile. But first, what can I do when I've grabbed someone? What even happens when you grab someone in Pathfinder 2nd Edition? This is new for me. Oh.
You auto-kill him. Auto-kill.
I don't think that's the case. Jeez.
Auto kill.
I automatically kill you because that's how you buff CMB in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You just give everyone Throat Slicer. Hooray! Oh, jeez. Monk spells, spell descriptions, advancement, playing the game, difficulty, classes, modes of play. I'm just gonna jam in, grab, and see how many things I can dance through.
Right.
If anybody wants to help out, that would be...
I'm looking, but
on page 322 is the condition. I've got Nathanos grabbed. So that means he's held in place. If he attempts to manipulate action, activity, free action, or reaction while grabbed, it's a DC 5 flat check or it's lost. Then that's pretty much the only thing that stops you specifically from doing anything. But what happens when I don't care what bears do. I'm not a bear. I'm obviously something else, but they're not a rat. Things, I'm gonna quit talking before I spoil this whole encounter. To glossary. Back in the book. Let's be smart. Index. Grab. How many bad things can I do to you now? I care about Giant Totem or Gozra. I like Gozra. I shouldn't be that mean. Grab.
Oh, I have to be right back. I'm sorry.
You're good. Oh, I don't even know what's going on now. I'm looking. Where is Grab? It might be in the comments. People on Twitch might be throwing it at me, but if I open up Twitch, it bogs down my bandwidth, and I'm afraid I'll have a bad connection. So I'm sorry, Twitch, if you're yelling at me. I'm sorry, Kane. Kane always yells at me, so I'm not sorry about that. Kane's a meanie. Love you, Kane. Please continue to edit my videos, Kane. I need you. I don't know what's happening.
Don't upset the editor.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that would be bad. That is probably the worst thing I could do with myself. Grapple. That's what I should be looking for, not grab. I have been a fool. I don't care about Belt of Giant Strength. I want to know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go.
I care about the belt of giant strength. You can give that to me.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll bear that in mind. Wait, I thought that item was gone. I thought that all the big 6 items were no longer in the... We'll look at that in a minute. We have to find other things.
Yeah, they're still there. I know they are. They're just different.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man! I have content to make. But not right now. Right now we have to find stuff.
Woo!
Grapple. Striking is a ooh-wee. Assist, aid, interact, seek, leap, ready, strike, stride, stand. I wish I hadn't grabbed you. I feel like I feel like a 3.5 now as we're digging through grapple rules. It was bad. What can I do? What can I do? I'm just
nothing I saw. So.
flanking, cover, screening, mounted combat, aerial combat. It'd be here, right? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna. I have a special ability I can do. That's the one thing I know I can do. So here's hoping it's good. I can. Okay, so what happens is the tongue of this creepy thing sinks into Nathanos' flesh. Oh. Nathanos can feel the blood pulled out of his body and can see it, like, as the purplish tongue, the veins on it begin to, like, pulse out. As Nathanos gains the Drained 1 condition, I don't know what that does, but I've done it to you. Here we go again, back to the book. Wee! Drained. That should be an easier one to find. Okay, so Drained always includes a value. You take a conditional penalty equal to the value on fortitude saves and constitution-based checks. You'll also lose a number of hit points equal to your level, minimum 1 times the drained value, and your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount. So it's essentially con damage. So your max hit points are reduced by 1. You take 1 damage. Actually, you know, that's all 3 of my actions. The rat is going to drain 1, drain 2, drain 3 to pull 6 hit points out of Nathanos.
Sheesh. I think Nathanos is unconscious at that point.
Is he with us? He's not with us. Okay,
he's not,
so
but I think he's unconscious.
We'll resolve that in a sec. Meanwhile, this goblin is still terrible, so I don't know what's going to happen here. But it's going to try to do things. It's going to try to attack Robin for whatever good I can do with it. Here we go. +6. That dog slicer's coming in. It's not nearly as scary as what's going on in the back. An 11 doesn't hit Robin.
Nope.
Adding 2. A 20.
20 does it.
Haha! My final attack is at 4 more, so d20 -2. And then a natural 1! Oh, look at that! That's wonderful!
You rolled a -1.
I did. That's very impressive. So, okay, so
is that a super fumble?
5 points of damage from the attack that does connect. Then the sword flies out of his hand, and I'm going to roll a d20 -2. And I have a 17, which does in fact connect with the goblin behind him for enough damage to almost drop him. The dog slicer spins, oh no, I'm so sorry, oh no! And this guy he's chained to the altar. He's in no way, shape, or form combative, and the dog slicer just slices across him. Actually, he's already taken some damage. He's got a dying condition. He's dying what?
Poor guy.
Poor guy. This dire rat. Step right here.
Okay, I took 5 damage?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay.
Is rat under rat dire?
I'm not as healthy as I used to be.
Hey, me neither. Alright. Dire rat.
Not either.
I only got 40% of my life left.
You just took 6 more damage, hey proof.
Oh, hey! Look at that! Jason's back. Alright, hold up. Let me, what even?
Wait.
He drained you 3 times.
So in Doomsday Dawn, he did. It says I have 1 dire rat from the Pathfinder playtest bestiary. That bestiary has a giant rat and a rat swarm. So I guess that has to be the giant rat. Okay, fair enough. So I'm gonna do some biting. Targeting Robin, he's the only one I can get at. So +6 does a 8 hit. It does not.
No, it's a critical fumble.
Oh, it's a fumble. Ah, okay, fair enough. Second attack is an 11. Is an 11 a fumble? Okay, so
not a fumble.
No, it's barely not a fumble.
The rat's gonna roll to hit the goblin. The rat hits the goblin. The goblin takes a d4 of piercing damage.
Poor goblins.
2 piercing damage, and has to make a fort save against Filth Fever.
Filth Fever.
Gross. What's my DC? I don't see it. Where? Oh man, Filth Fever can just outright kill you. In Path. Holy crap! It's stage 1 is carrier with no ill effect for 1d4 hours. So I'm gonna chuck a d20 at the table. Don't worry about the mod. I just want to see if he fails it. That's a d4. That didn't happen. Okay, he definitely did not critically fail. Stage 1 is a carrier with no ill effect for 1d4 hours. Stage 2, you're sick 1 for a day. Stage 3, you're sick 1 and slowed as long as you remain sick a day. Stage 4, you're unconscious for a day. Stage 5, you die of filth fever. That is gnarly. Oh man. Okay, so now that our sorcerer is back, the creature begins draining blood out of you, and I've used all 3 of my actions.
I had shield up. Can I use anything? Like, I think you can soak some damage, right?
It's got you grappled, so this is an action it can do. Like, it's not making an attack roll. It's just like a thing it can do in grad. Which gives you... It gives you drained 1, then it gives you drained 2, then it gives you drained 3. So you take 6 damage, and your max HP is reduced by 6.
By the way,
I think somebody needs to channel.
What was the result of the fumble?
Yeah, I need to channel.
The result of the fumble was it bit the goblin.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know what the fumble
so
result was.
Did doing 1 damage to you put you to dying, Nathanos?
No, that would give me 1 hit point left.
So then the second one puts you to dying, and then you go to dying 2 as you take more damage. Okay, so dying 2.
Yeah, I need to help him.
Barristan, there is a creepy monster as Nathanos kind of just falls down as this thing begins draining the life force from him. It's pretty gross.
Okay. I'm going to create an elixir of life.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab my already prepared elixir of life, and I'm going to shove both of them down Nathanos' throat.
Okay, so I believe that has the interact action, or some kind of something or another like that. I say so because I do have an attack of opportunity. This does provoke. That feels good.
Life, man.
I have missed that.
Save my life.
Can it attack with its mouth if its mouth is currently attached to Nathanos? Or?
It's not attacking with its mouth. As Barristan goes to do this, its little rat hand comes forward and like a wicked claw kind of just appears out of nowhere. There's a 16 hit.
What kind of abominations are these?
Can't
Where's the tank?
Well, I'm tanking the other one.
5 damage.
There are 2 of those things, and I'm taking the other one.
That's the healing on Nathanos.
Tanks are in the front.
Got it. So then what happens is he goes from dying 2 to dying 1, and then from dying 1 to after he takes both the heals. It uses 2 of his resonance points, but he's the sorcerer, so it's fine. No flat checks involved.
He has a hero
Really?
point.
I thought you can actually be
I have 2 hero points actually.
And
Other one was the race.
Anything?
Hang on. First the guy who's at unconscious. Does he want to use his hero point?
Yeah, I want to use my hero point.
Okay, understood. Let me see exactly what that does to you.
I think he just goes at 1 and is conscious, so.
I think that's right, too. I'm just double checking real quick.
Christ, man.
This thing's mean. It's not nice.
Ugh.
1 hero point allows you to stave off death. Anytime you gain the dying condition or your dying condition increases in severity, you can spend 1 hero point to lose the dying condition. Okay, so sure, that would do it. So you do stand up at 1 hit point. A surge of fire overcomes Nathanos' body as the potions hit him, and a roar echoes through the cavern that you guys are in, and he rights himself. Draconic blooded sorcerers are fun. Tycho.
I want to heal the sorcerer with a heal spell.
Yeah, I bet you do. So he is right over there. So you'd have to use an action to move to him.
Or he could do
So
the
where is it?
reaction. He could do this reaction heal.
Oh yeah, he could. You could use with 2 actions. You could range touch him. Yeah,
We haven't injured our enemies yet, and we have a lot of injured people, so that's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah,
That's very fair.
I do the 3 action heal and all that.
Yes, sir. So that's just 1d8.
That is 1d8, and I'm using my divine domain to make it a +5 with the healing.
Understood. So everybody gets 11 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that feels so good.
By
I
Saturday.
know if you are dying today.
What'd you say?
Thank you.
That was 3 actions from Tycho. Right?
I will move all the way around to flanking. So, do I need to roll acrobatics to get through that, or?
You do not. He's used his reaction. You can move past him. It's definitely like he wants to hit you, but he's too busy lashing out at Barristan.
Yeah, so then I move to flanking, so that now he has that, and then I will flurry of blows him.
Alrighty, here we go.
Yee.
Alright, so let's take a looky-loo here. A 13 does miss.
With his -2 and
yeah, and a 6 with the -2 is exactly enough to fall.
Oh crap.
So that's bad.
I will throw my stick instead of I'll actually just throw the staff.
Okay, sure.
Instead of taking the fumble. I believe I can do that. It depends on the situation, what it is, but I'll gladly just have that thrown.
Your bow ends up over here, where that black squibbly is. Right there.
Sure.
Is that all?
No, I will now pull out my temple sword.
Sure, fair enough. Peter. And why does my cat think it's a good idea to jump up the stream? Azazel.
I'm a flank with the fighter and take out this other one.
Okay, sure, understood.
I don't think I can get to the other one this turn.
Probably not. Okay, sure. So I will grab you. You'll slide over here. Oh, you want to flank with the rat. Okay, fair enough. The giant rat. I like giant rat better than dire rat. Maybe that. Alrighty, make it happen. I don't have any reactions. And why can't I just attack him?
Is flanking a bonus?
Flanking is he has a -2 on his AC.
Or neg to them.
Neg to him. Which I think exists more so the GM has to remember.
Okay.
That's just me. Alrighty, make that attack roll.
That makes sense.
A 9 misses. A 9... Okay, I was looking at the Rixasha that's sitting by Rat and Beast. Like, how do I have a 27 AC? Also, you fumble. But yeah, no, nothing happens. You just miss. The hammer collides with the floor. The rat skitters out of the way and hisses at you.
I'm using my falchion now.
Oh, sure. That also hits the floor.
Okay.
You could risk another attack.
You could.
Is a falcon agile?
That's a... I think it has sweep.
Because
yeah,
if so, then you only take a -4 if you attack again.
I imagine it's not agile because it's a big two-handed weapon.
So I'll sweep at the goblin.
Sure.
Because that's how sweeping works. Is it has to be against another target.
Right. So if you're in this square, he's 10 feet away.
I miss anyway.
You miss regardless. Fair enough. All right, enough of this.
All right. I am casting magic missile, and I'm going to use my verbal somatic immaterial
He's mad.
to put all 3 darts at this rat that's trying to kill me and has its weird whatever's coming out of its mouth grappling me.
Sure.
I'm aiming all those at its face. If we live through this, Barristan Taicho, I'm buying you both drinks.
Is this just automatic damage?
Yeah.
Is it 1d4 plus 1? Or just 1d4?
I think it's just 3d4.
1d4 plus 1. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, sure. What kind of damage is it?
So it's that damage.
Force damage.
Force? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So I see 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage.
Got it. Okay, cool.
9 damage. And
that's 3 actions.
That's force damage.
Got it. Alrighty, Ethan, what's up?
Alright, I will use my first action to try attacking this rat thing in front of me.
Sure.
Let's see.
That critically hits. I'm about 90% sure. I think I had a 13 AC, didn't I? Yes, I do. That is a critical hit.
Nice. So I just roll my normal damage and double it.
Yep. Or you double the dice. So
Huh?
you double the dice. So it's if you're a D6 plus 4, you're a 2D6 plus 8.
Is the scimitar D6?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I was hoping it was D8. Okay, so it's 2d6.
It might be a D8 now. The halfling sling staff is a D10. This is a strange world.
It's a D6 slashing.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks, sir.
I'm on it right now. So.
By the way, does it have? You said it has some special things. Does any one of those give me extra damage when critting or something?
It does not. Forceful doesn't. If you were to hit him again, you do an extra point of damage per die rolled, and then the third attack would be 2 points per die rolled. And sweep lets you, if you attack the goblin next, and you're going to, you'll have a bonus to do so.
Okay.
So that's important. Let's look that up.
Okay. So my strength bonus doesn't double. It's just a dice.
The strength bonus doubles. It's double dice.
Okay.
Which is kind of awkward.
Dice, not double damage. So it's just +4.
It's +8. The modifier is still doubled, but the dice are rolled double, which is weird.
Right. So it takes 16 damage.
Did flavor that kill?
I just cleave it in two.
Yes, you do. That's exactly what happens. I took him off the board because I don't think Saren Ray or anyone else wants to bring the rat back.
No.
And let me see what sweep does real quick here. So sweep is when you attack with this weapon, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll if you already attempted an attack this turn against a creature other than the target of the attack. So now if you attack this goblin, instead of a -5, it's a -4.
Well, first of all, does the goblin look hostile?
He does.
All right.
He's unarmed though.
Well, that doesn't matter. If it's hostile to me, then it's pretty much throwing away its life. So
fair enough.
All right. So it's the scimitar is not agile, is it?
It is not.
Okay.
But you have forceful, so you get a sweep rather, so you get a +1.
So it's pretty much the same right now.
Yeah, it might as well be an agile weapon.
Just a -4 instead of a -5, which it's normally is. Let's see. Oh yeah.
That's a natural 20. All right, cool.
All right, I think that probably is gonna kill him. 12 damage.
So forceful says when you attack with it more than once on your turn, the second attack adds a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of weapon damage dice, and each subsequent attack adds more. So it's not necessarily the same target. So you're rolling 2d6. So you added 2. So it would have been 2d6 plus 10, damage. And he's very dead. Flavor that kill.
Well, I just lop his head off.
Yep, fair enough.
All right.
Boom. That's sweep and forceful right there. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Seems good. Is that all?
I will move up as far as I can to try helping the others.
Okay, fair enough.
That's 10 feet.
Oh,
let's see.
I guess this was a normal rat.
Yeah, that one was not the one that is about to go right now. So here we go.
Another 10 feet, and that's all I can move.
So that's occupying the same square as Nathanos. You need to.
Okay. There. Yeah. Okay.
So the rat. It turns out, you guys, that rat wasn't a rat. I hate this one. This thing, like, it almost kind of like the thing bursts forth into. It kind of looks like a hobgoblin for a second, and then it kind of just loses all shape of anything and becomes just a blob of nothing with this really gross tongue covered in Nathanos' blood hanging out. That was one action to do that. And it does a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna, as it does this, its arm manifests into a sword, and it's gonna swing that sword back at Ojitai.
Mm-hmm. Does any one of us know what that thing is?
You guys could attempt occultism or arcana on your turns to identify it.
Does it cost an action?
I'll be generous. You guys can go ahead and roll it now. 20 to hit, Ojitai?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, we did it. Where's my stats? There's my stats.
I can roll it now.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
I'm bad at both, so
I feel like
arcana. Not quite fitting if I would roll.
I have lore. Was it black something?
Blacksmith? Black market?
No.
I have lore Pathfinder Society. That won't help here.
I have a really good arcana check, so on my turn I'll try and figure it out.
Fair enough. So it's 7 damage going at Ojitai.
Yep,
Actually, I think I lied. I think it's more. Because I get a bonus because I did a thing. Where is my sword? I rolled a d8 plus 3. I should roll the d8 plus 5. Okay, so it's 9 damage. And if it's real obvious that hurt, I'm going to... The next attack...
Dominion of Black.
The Dominion of the Black. Yeah, that wouldn't help you here. So
9 damage is almost half of my hit points. So.
And here's another attack with its claw. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty, we did it.
I'm only at 15 without,
1d4 plus without that bow. 1d4 plus 3. So 2 more. So 7 damage again, and as it hits you with its claw, its tongue comes out, like wrapping around its arm and then around your neck to grab you. Barristan.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is make an Arcana.
Sure. I wish I could easily find my class DC on this. Maybe I'm just not used to looking. Or maybe I don't have one because I'm not a PC. That makes more sense. Okay, so Barristan, after seeing everything this thing does, he understands why the goblins thought it was a vampire. Because faceless stalkers do drain the blood from their victims in a similar way. It dawns on you that back in that other room where you guys saw those goblins that had like a puncture wound in their neck, it probably came from this guy. As that's how they kill their victims.
I'm actually relieved because a vampire would probably be worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
This one's doing a good job at kicking my ass.
They're pretty strong. These guys are definitely not to be trifled with.
Hey, Ojitai.
Mm-hmm.
How opposed would you be to taking 1 damage for a good cause?
Well, it won't kill me.
So it might make him stronger.
I'll take out one of the alchemist fires we got from earlier and throw it right at this thing.
Alright, it's going to use its reaction. How long do I have the buff that I do? Until the start of its next turn. Hooray! That's still going on now on attack rolls, damage rolls, save throws, and skill checks. It attacks Nathanos as a reaction. Does a 27 hit?
Why is it attacking me?
Oh, I'm sorry. There are too many people. It attacks Barristan. Please still buy me coffee.
27 hits me, yeah.
Does it still get the -2 for the AOP or no?
It does not. It actually has a +2 from something called Revert Form. The turn that it turns into what it really is, it buffs itself. I imagine 27 is 10 over.
Yeah, 27 is, crit.
2d8 plus... yeah.
Is this tongue still on me, though?
Yeah, it is. Plus, and I may be playing this wrong. I'm not. Maybe if I'm grappling, I can't do this. You guys can fight me after if I'm terrible. I have no idea. Though. I couldn't find it. So 2d8 plus 10, 23 damage as this thing.
Okay. I'll be preparing my case for the rules court.
Dying too.
Are you dead?
He's dying too. He's not dead yet.
I'm dying too.
Do you want to use your hero point?
My.
That one might actually.
I do want to use my hero point.
All right, then you're at 1 hit point.
God.
The sword.
Well, I also threw my alchemist fire at it.
Fair enough.
So that's 1 more damage to me.
Oh.
Didn't 18 hit it?
An 18 does hit its. Are we targeting touch?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
then you do hit.
Oh, it's double your maximum.
It
hit
takes
points to kill you.
3 damage, plus 1 persistent fire damage, and me and Ojitai both take 1, which leaves me at 0 hit points.
Which puts you back at dying 1. So the sword comes back and stabs into you like through the gut. And you've drank too many potions, and as it comes back, like your system has come very accustomed to the chemicals you put in your body. So it just kind of knits back, and then the fire is what puts you dying 1. So does that mean... Because when you go to dying, you go to on the same initiative count as the thing that killed you. So now Barristan goes on Barristan's initiative, is what I'm seeing, is what happened. Tycho, there's a mess.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
Yeah. Maybe just a little. So he's in dying 1, the alchemist.
And Ojitai is like almost picked up off the ground by this thing's tongue around his neck.
I'm also really hurt.
Okay.
Really hurt.
I'm gonna do a channel energy with
All
my
right.
+5.
This is the last time I'm gonna trust the DM when he says the rat's harmless.
Now you guys were supposed to stumble upon this thing just eating a body, but that's no fun. Why would I do that? All right, 11 hit points back. Barristan goes from dying 1 to unconscious. I get That's literally all the damage that the Faceless Stalker had taken. And
when I'm unconscious, so am I at 0 hit points or 1 hit point?
when you're unconscious,
Okay.
this is the weird part.
Yeah,
I've seen it played. It still feels kind of weird.
So,
11 healing. That
You actually get your hit points back even when you're here. You had 0. You gain the hit points back according to this, but you're still unconscious until you make a Fortitude save to wake up.
A Fortitude save with the DC equal to your class DC, because you're what knocked you out.
Yep.
And is that all from Psycho?
Oh,
Depends on what the GM says. So yeah, it's all depending upon the GM on that one.
what did you say?
Is that all from Psycho?
Can I make an attack on the Faceless?
Well, no. That was 3 actions. You did the big channel. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Ojitai.
Am I flanking it or not?
Yes. I guess.
Yes,
I'm gonna quick call your flanking.
Because if I'm not, I would have delayed. Can I do a flurry of blows on him or not?
That's a good question. I don't know how grappling works. I think it's under athletics, because it's athletics checks to do the thing now. I'm gonna guess.
It's athletics to break the grapple for sure.
Okay, here we go. Reading quickly. I don't know how this. Why did I do it if I didn't know how it works? Because it's fun. That's that answer there. Grab an edge, balance, maintain, balance, tumble through.
It's a one-handed weapon similar to like the original.
I'm gonna go ahead and say go ahead and make the attack. Here we go. Here's grappling stuff. Breaking a grapple is an athletics check against his athletics DC.
Yep. Grappling.
Here we go. Okay. So you attempt to grab it, blah blah blah. Your opponent is grabbed until the end of your next turn. Until the end of your next turn. Okay, fair enough. So when it goes, you're not grabbed. That's cool. Fair enough. So you can still attack. You just you can't manipulate objects, I believe is what grab says.
Okay, I'm immobile and flat-footed according to grabbed feat, and then if I attempt to do any actions while grabbed, I must succeed a DC 5 flat check, or it is lost.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20. 5 or better succeeds. You succeed.
Good. Now I wish that was my attack.
Yeah. Well, a 19 does hit, and
the 6 is another crit fail, isn't it?
The 6 is a critical failure. Yes.
This one also. So the reason why I said I drop it is because of a trip on my thing. If I'm trying to do a trip and I critically fail, I can just drop the weapon. But I don't think that works for attacking, obviously.
Yeah. So let me look at my dude here. So Doomsday Dawn, I got some things. You can definitely tell as your sword connects, it doesn't really puncture the creature's flesh. It kind of just bounces off.
Okay, so the slashing just didn't go through?
Yeah, pretty much. And the fumble, what should I do? I can detect Barristan again. That seems fun. No, I'm not going to do that. That's mean. I'm going to say your sword falls a d4 direction. Sure. Boom. It falls where the staff is. And was that your turn?
No, that was one action.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Can I attempt to break the grapple with full athletics then?
Sure, yeah. Against my athletics DC. 10 plus my... Okay, I think I get it.
13?
13 doesn't get there. I don't think.
Damn.
The DC is 10 plus what I would roll as if I took 10. Yeah, that's right, I think. So yeah, no, it doesn't make it.
And then did I critically fail or just regular fail?
You just regular failed.
Then I think I can do it again.
Actually, that I believe that takes the attack roll penalty, and you attacked once, so there would be a -5 on that.
Okay.
In which case you did critically.
Great.
So
I can't do it. Well, for breaking a grapple, it just means I can't do it, I believe.
Okay, fair enough. So in that case, we pass to Peter.
Cool. Yep.
All right, Peter.
Can I get to it this turn is the question.
You can move through friendly squares. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's about 40 feet away from you.
All right.
Break a grapple.
then attack is what I can do.
So you can move twice and get like here if you'd like. Your token's a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm
I
restrained.
didn't make a token.
Yeah,
That's what-
I made it. I suck. I'm the worst. You can move there and then attack. I used my reaction to attack Nathanos. Okay, fair enough.
Here we go. Swing towards the face. Come on, don't fail me again, Peter. Care if you die.
That sounds mean. All right, make it happen.
Cool character.
Here comes my rogue.
That's 22 hits.
All right, so it's a D10 plus 4. Yay, I finally do damage.
You did it. Are you attacking with a falchion?
Yes.
Alrighty. Just do it.
Actually, it's plus 3 because.
Of course. Yes, turns out, ladies and gentlemen, a 3 is worse than a 4.
Well,
Jesus!
It depends on the system, actually.
Damn it, Robin.
Math?
Okay, 7 damage is noted. Your falchion kind of like you bring it down, it bounces off a little bit. It looks a little bruised, but turns out this thing's pretty strong.
For
The-
example,
The difference between encounter level 0 and encounter level 3 is very real. It turns out. So that's the thing. Is that all from Peter?
Yeah, it's my 2 actions.
Alright, Nathanos.
Or 3 actions.
Okay. I have a water skin full of the water from Pharasma's fountain
Sure.
that I'm going to pour down Barristan's throat because he saved my life with those elixirs.
Okay, understood.
So-
He's healed for a
That's-
D8. I'll jam it in real
Yes.
quick. And the fates be with you. You're healed for 2, and you're healed of all diseases and poisons of 3rd level or lower.
All right, so you should be back up,
Um,
and
Well, he's still unconscious. He just
Yeah,
has he has
still at
13
that
hit points
point.
now. Yeah, save still
Oh.
has to happen. It's not a bad thing you healed him. The healing is still good. He
Yeah.
just has to wake up.
and I have is that 1 action or 2 to help him?
1 action to pull it out, 1 action to give it to him. So 1
Okay.
action left.
Then last vocal and somatic
One
actions
action.
to cast.
1 action. No somatic.
One
Just
action?
yeah. Because you've used 1 action to
then somatic.
withdraw it, 1 action to feed it to him.
There we go. Okay, so in that case, magic missile again.
Sure. Alrighty.
So
4 damage. Alrighty. Duly noted. It pings off his chest. He turns around and he tries to snarl at you, but his tongue is wrapped around somebody's neck, so it kind of comes out as like a kind of noise. It's a little unnerving. Is that all you got?
yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Ethan. It was a rat the last time you saw it. Now it's definitely something more. It's very spooky. Ojitai doesn't look good. Barristan's passed out on the ground.
I'm better, obviously, with that channel.
That's fair.
it's pretty sandwiched, at least.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Well, it could. It could maneuver.
All right. That probably means that we get flanking bonuses.
Sure.
All right. Let's see if we can hit this thing. First attack. Nope.
The first attack is you have him flanked, so it's not a fumble. It's barely just not a fumble though. Whew.
That bang. Now I'm scared to attack again.
It's pretty rough. This guy's mean. CR means something. Excuse me, level means something.
Do we have any other ways to, other than attacking with penalties? Well, I guess I moved and attacked, so I need to raise my shield.
That seems smart. Alrighty, with 3 actions done, it is Faceless Stalker's turn.
Yay, I'm no longer.
Now you're released. That's so weird. But okay, fair enough.
Right?
Alright, so first attack is with its long sword that it's made. Now I'm just adding 10, so I'm kind of sad. But I guess it's fine.
Oh, darn.
Okay, targeting Ojitai. 21 to hit.
Ow!
I'm gonna use my reaction to hit it.
Oh yeah, retributive strike. That's the thing. Fair enough. Okay, sure. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That hits.
But does our paladin hit? We'll never know if he doesn't roll it.
I'm trying. It's being slow.
I still take damage regardless of if the paladin hits.
You do, and since he's taking a minute.
Unless I kill it, which I'm not gonna kill it.
Even if you kill it, you only get a retributive strike.
I'm not gonna kill it, nat 20s.
Even if you kill it, though, the only reason why you get the strike is because he hit me.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah, that's definitely the case, yeah.
I think it specifically says if it kills it, it doesn't do damage.
Fair.
Oh, well, I didn't read it, so I don't know that one.
Well, take 4 damage, Ojitai. The natural 20 does hit me. Bring on that damage. 2d10 plus your modifier twice.
So 20.
20 damage. Ooh, okay, fair enough. The game can still be mean. Understood. Yeah, it as it like leans in to stab at Ojitai again, the sound of the hammer on the anvil occurs, and paladins have falchions when their gods don't have falchions. I'm seeing that a lot in the games. And the falchion comes down into his shoulder, and it cuts pretty deep. A little less deep than I'm writing.
All the deity weapons
Very
suck collected.
And now I'm mad at you, because you've attacked. So I'm going to attack you. But an 8 doesn't hit.
I think that's a
Peter.
What's your AC? AC? Is that enough for a critical fail?
My AC is like really low.
Is it 18?
It's only like 16.
Okay, fair enough. Then I just miss. I just barely miss my third action. I'm gonna attack Barrett. No, I'm not gonna attack Barrett. So I'm gonna attack Ojitai again. Ojitai is something I can hit pretty easy, but that's just a flat D20.
You don't want to hit my beautiful shield?
No, I don't. It will be bad. does a 9 fumble against Ojitai?
No, I'm 15.
All right, got it. All right, that's me, Barriston.
Money I spent on this armor.
Flat check DC 15 at the start of your turn. Or rather, not a flat check, excuse me, a fort save, DC 15.
Sweet.
Nice.
That passes. You are conscious on the ground at a lot of hit points. That feels fun.
Is that an action or?
It just happens. You have all 3 of your actions. You're just prone.
I think you actually lose one of your actions to wake up.
Ah, fair enough. Okay. 2 actions it is then.
All right. Well, then I guess I get up with one of my actions.
All right. I will use my reaction to have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, yay.
Do attacks of opportunity incur the multiple attack penalty? I don't.
No, but they still have to get a -2.
Okay, got it. That's relevant. So boom, 23 to hit Barriston.
One on its
Well,
turn.
It's not a crit.
It's not a crit. That's very relevant. 1d8 plus 3. Boom, 9 damage. As you go to stand up, this thing just kind of like leans back and its body stretches and contorts in very aberrant ways, hinting at its subtype, and it like the sword wraps around and cuts you across the chest. But you're able to stand up. Probably doesn't feel the best.
Curse your aberrations.
If I were you, I'd step away.
Tommy, did you hear me? It's enfeebled 2 until the end of my turn, since I crit it.
Got it. So that means what?
I have to look that up.
So many effects we don't understand because we've only talked about them in blogs and we haven't actually used them yet, so we're not familiar. Enfeebled is... Go ahead, Barriston, I'm looking this up. Don't let me hold you up here. I'm just going to jam next until I get there.
I probably should just run, right?
Or just 5-foot step.
Yeah.
Or did it make its attack already this turn?
Yeah, it makes its attack already, so get out of range and then try to pepper it from far away.
Okay.
By the way, doesn't someone have like some spell scroll or something?
Barriston takes 2 less damage because I'm enfeebled 2. It was just 7 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So I guess since it already used its attack of opportunity, I can move anywhere, right?
Yeah, that's correct. You can go wherever you want with no fear of reprisal.
I'm moving right through it.
Sure, fair enough. It wants to hit you, but it can't.
Hide behind the guy with the big shield.
That seems fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out back here.
Okay, sure. So you have 1 more action.
Yeah, okay. And as I move by it, I give it the finger.
Sure. Tycho, what's up?
Just wait for the ranged attack.
Okay, and I miss it with my crossbow afterward.
Oh, you're actually attacking. Okay, fair enough. I thought that was your third action. Yeah, okay, so it's flanked. It has a -2, so it just barely again doesn't fumble. It's real close to not fumbling. Now, Tycho, what's up?
Okay, I want to cast Bless.
Okay, understood.
That's 2 actions, and is magic weapon 1 action or 2 actions to cast?
Tell you in just a second.
What does Bless do in this game?
Bless gives you
a +1.
+1 conditional bonus to attack rolls, and magic weapon. That I assume that's just extra dice.
Yeah,
but
it should be.
It costs you. That's magic fang. Magic weapon is 2 actions. Somatic and verbal.
Can't do that. Then I want to fire my crossbow at the faceless thing.
Alrighty, I don't think you have line of sight to it. You do not. You would need to move.
Okay, then I just move closer.
Alright, there you go. You should have line of sight from there, right? Why don't you? Where is the light source? Someone's putting off light.
Well,
like 4 of us are putting off light.
Yeah. He should be able to see me.
That's so weird.
I can see him.
I see a little bit here.
He sees nobody. That's so strange.
The sorcerer, the paladin, and the monk are all putting off light.
Saren Ray says you put off light now. Does that help you to see? No. Why? Oh, because you're in the wall. That's why. The dynamic lighting. There you go. Now you can see. And next turn you can attack. I was just saying.
I will step here, even though I don't need to. Pick up my bow staff, and then flurry of blows him at range.
Ooh, that feels good. That feels real cool. Just kind of walk over, kick the edge of the staff, it flips up.
Oh, nice. A 20 and then max damage.
A 20 hits for maximum damage, yeah. And that's
something that we needed.
It is blunt, if that makes a difference.
It definitely, like, the bow, as it stabs into his gut, almost, like, goes through him. That's how hard the impact hits, and he, like, picks up a little bit. He definitely feels it. The 12 misses, though.
Yeah, if they both hit, though, it actually, you add both damages together for DR and any effect like that or resistance.
Ooh, neat.
With flurry of blows, it's actually kind of nice. And
That's
that's
cool.
it. That's 3 actions.
Jabbing style for free is nice. Peter, this thing's not looking good. It's as Ojitai stabs his quarterstaff into it, it starts to sway and all kinds of bad.
It is gonna sting.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, that misses. A 10 is not good.
I had a crit. Y'all can't fight me no more. I'm not risking a neg 5, so
That's fair. Well, it'd be a +0 for the first one. It'd just be a flat d20.
yeah.
So,
Not to bait you.
I mean,
With how I'm rolling, I'm gonna fumble.
That's fair. So do you have
a
any?
shield, right?
No, I'm a 2-handed falchion.
Okay.
I didn't want to do shield because we already had a shield fighter. I wanted to try something different.
That's fair. That's fair. It is in fact a
yeah,
playtest.
fair enough.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got right now.
All right, nothing else. This thing is starting to sway real bad. A couple of those hits from Peter and Ojitai are definitely beating it up.
So I'm gonna step forward.
Sure.
And I want to use the scroll of shocking grasp.
Okay. That I assume just uses a point of resonance and it happens.
Yes, and that's a ranged. Well, no, that's a touch attack. So
Okay.
You're gonna absolutely murder it if you touch it. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Don't fumble.
Yeah, don't fumble. I don't want this
24 hit.
That's actually a critical because he's flanked.
Nice.
Alrighty.
The thing that spells can crit.
2d6.
What happens on critical shocking grass?
On a critical
Double
hit, double the
damage.
damage, but not the persistent damage. So
So if it's a
I
d6,
get-
2d6?
no, it's a D12 plus my spell casting.
Shocking
mod.
Grasp is a d12. Holy
Yes, it
crap! Holy wow!
Where's my magus?
Come get the Magi. Magi, gather round. Let's talk about the playtest together. All right, 2d12.
So this one's just straight up doubled, I thought. Or no, this sent you attack roll. Never mind.
So that's
20 damage.
yes, sir.
All right, if you would be so kind as to...
And the target takes a 1d4 persistent electricity damage.
Good.
It's dead, so it's just fidgeting on the ground.
But also flavor that kill, because, yeah, he's dead. You got him.
All right, no, so I step forward, I have the scroll in hand, and I invoke the spell. I yell out the arcane words, and the lightning, bursts forth from my fingertips, and I just want to fry this thing, and I want it to start twitching and tossing in the air as it's being electrocuted. And then when I finally put my hands away, my eyes go bright blue for a moment, and then I finally put my hands away, and its smoking corpse is left in front of me, still twitching.
Deader than dead. That was a good fight. That was a lot stronger than I expected that to be. And also, there's a little bit of exploration left. If you guys want to do that, we can do it real quick, or I can give it to you, because that was the last of the monsters. The dungeon's clear.
Pretty much just going for loot this time.
So should I hand it to you guys?
Just be careful with that trapped chest, right?
That's fair.
It depends on how close we are to the cutoff line.
It's after 10, but we're pretty much we're at the end of the dungeon. There's a page of the game
I'm
left.
okay with just getting it. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay, fair enough. All right, so the faceless stalker.
Goblin free.
The faceless stalker has, you don't know how, you don't know why. It's weird. It's a little gross, but it has a key, which seems to open that chest. The trap's already triggered. There's definitely a little poison dart just hanging out of the lock, which is easy enough to dodge. There's a bunch of loot. There's a lot of loot in there, but it's sort of arbitrary considering in the next part of the adventure.
Could we post it on the Discord channel so that we just have it there?
Sure. But in the next part of the adventure, it's 2 years later, and you're playing characters, and when you come back to these, they'll be much stronger. So it's it's kind of arbitrary.
Not kinda. That just sounds very arbitrary.
Well, I mean, you can spice it up. This is our victory lap, you know.
Yeah. Okay, you guys find 20 copies of the Deck of Many Things. You all get lots of gold. It's amazing. We're breaking the playtest.
All the cards, right?
Good.
I draw
Good.
Shoot, I died 10 times.
Oops, a Dread Wraith. That's probably real strong. Okay, so where's the important? Let's see here. There's a Dire Rat. You level up more than that, yeah. It's okay. This thing has a lot of stuff. The chest that's open has a bunch of clothes in it that obviously the Faceless Stalker was using to impersonate other people as it was moving around through Magnamar. Digging through it, you find a city watch uniform and noble attire complete with gaudy fake jewelry worth about 10 silver. The chest that matters has a feather token bird, 3 light arrows, a scroll of bless, a scroll of magic weapon, a wand of produce flame, a vial of oil of mending, a collection of rare inks and powders worth about 8 gold, which is a lot in this, a series of esoteric books worth about 10 gold, a bag of gemstones worth 80 gold, a small sack full of 5 gold, 74 silver, and 183 copper. And you realize that this treasure is all stuff that's stolen property from Magnamar. You could, of course, keep it for yourself. No one's gonna know. No one will know.
Well, we have a paladin.
Torog will know. Torog will know. Poo-poo.
We'll do the right thing and all that, and bask in this victory, and go
become higher level.
become higher level, different characters.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Also, within the chest, you find the Star of Desna, which you'd come down here to find in the first place, as well as a really thick journal with the title "Notes on the Last Theorem" scratched into its cover. You guys, I assume, go back up to Magnamar. You get out of the sewers. Kellery's there. You don't know where that little goblin went. It's probably off hiding somewhere. She's very grateful. You guys did it in a day, so you're able to make it back to Sandpoint, back to the Swallowtail Festival. And
Did you
yeah, you didn't. You were here for a couple days. It was bad for you. Let's see
We should
here.
probably bring his friend's body back up and actually bury him.
All my friends are dead.
Yeah. Alrighty. Do. Does anyone speak Aklo?
No.
Speak what?
Aklo.
There's a 0% chance.
Okay, sure. So, if anyone has, everybody make a society check. We can all roll society. It's a strange world.
Society.
Yep.
The lore check, I actually am trained on that.
I've got some
Lore
society.
Pathfinder Society.
It's not lore Pathfinder Society. It's like society check, like the knowledge.
Oh,
Society's a skill.
Nope.
I see. Never mind.
I have a +0.
Ethan's got nothing.
Everyone has a +0, I think.
Barriston's got nothing. Tycho has nothing. Nathanos! Nathanos! Scrubbing all the crap off his boots. Ojitai also has nothing. You can't read Aklo. You have no idea what this says, but you know this book is known as Last Theorem, and it once belonged to a Chelish diplomat by the name of Nissarian, who recently abandoned his duties here in Magnamar and just kind of out of nowhere went missing. But you recall that he traveled to Osirion to chase down legends of hidden treasures. You think if you read, actually, as it dawns on you that, like, oh god, I wish I read Aklo, I could learn more about this. Kellery, she steps forward and, well, excuse me, Nathanos, and she puts her arm around your bicep again, because Noble, she likes you. I can read Aklo. And she begins flipping through it, her eyes go eldritch horror-y for a second, because that's probably what happens. And you guys learn, after about a few hours of skimming, as you guys are on a cart headed to Magnamar, Kellery informs you that this book focuses on cataloging information about the supposed contents and locations of a rare tome, which is a book said to contain exclusive information. Actually, this is not the Last Theorem. This is notes on the Last Theorem. Fair enough. I didn't word it badly. I'm seeing italicized stuff and I'm messing up. It talks about the Last Theorem itself, which is a book said to contain exhaustive information on the Dominion of the Black, and in particular, a number of hints towards an upcoming invasion of Galarion by the Dominion.
Oh.
It's also said to contain magical formula, equations, incantations, things of that capable of affecting the physical world in such a way that one would make ready the world for its new Dominion rulers. A lot of the book seems to be concerned with this upcoming Doomsday, but no clues in Notes on the Last Theorem indicate what date the Doom is supposed to dawn. See what I did there? It clarifies that Nissarion was way more than just a Chelish diplomat, and it proves that he has ties to a nefarious society of Dominion cultists known as the Night Heralds. The book doesn't go into any further details about the Night Heralds, but you're sure that Nissarion has dealings with them. And it's around this time that Kellery tells you guys that I have a secret. I'm a member of a secret society whose interests, I'm literally just reading out of the AP for time's sake, lie in the hidden nature of reality, the esoteric order of the Palatine Eye. Among other goals, we seek to find and control dangerous lore and secrets so that cults like the Night Heralds can't use them for ill intent. While we have other primary enemies, we have of recent years grown more and more concerned with the machinations of the Night Heralds, and the hints provided in this book are truly worrying to me. I fear that Nissarion may be seeking some ancient doomsday weapon or other... there's no dawn, I need puns. Or other potent artifact, and I caution you that he's dangerous and he must be stopped. I need time to study this and report back to my order. And if you guys would like to help me study this, and if you would do that, I'd sponsor you in any way you wish to seek membership into the order.
Doomsday Dawn assumes that the PCs take Kellery up on her offer, and that they will return to the adventure's plots in the Mirrored Moon.
Now I'm retiring. Goodbye.
I think Cthulhu might be a problem for some other adventurers.
Cthulhu is a
All
problem.
my friends are dead. I'm leaving.
I do have to report to the Pathfinder Society.
That's fair.
I'll stick it out with her. I
I at least have to give the Pathfinder Society a report.
Yeah.
That's literally a third of it. It's explore, report, corroborate. That's you. So, okay, so if you guys want to keep your characters, we'll play them again in book 4. This is the end of book 1.
Awesome.
They'll come back at level 9.
Awesome.
Next time.
Wow.
Next
Sweet. Paladin would be better than level 1 paladin.
next week comes back 2 years later as we start book 2. And book 2 is in Pale Mountain Shadow. We'll be playing new characters at level 4. And that is next time. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Justin, Anthony, Josh, Robin. That's as many patrons as I've had, I think, in recent memory in one place at one time. Thank you guys so much for your support. We're killing it because of you guys. If you're out there, be sure to check out Black Dragon Gaming on YouTube for all your Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition content. We'll see you next week. Say bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Stop streaming.